What started off as a dream is now turned into a full-blown phenomenon. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for FallMania 3, and of course, I couldn't do it without my partner in crime, my co-host, Snowbike Mike.
GrandPooBear.
Snowbike Mike, how are you doing here today?
I'm doing great. Ready for another Thursday night of competitive family fun party games like we've been saying. I can't wait, Pooh.
Yeah. So we're calling it esports entertainment now, to steal, a bite my favorite wrestling term right there. We got some esports entertainment. We have 14 new competitors, 2 returning competitors. As tradition, we have our champion and our second place finisher both getting to come back. We've got 14 incredible, ridiculously talented, amazing. I mean, I call them all pro gamers here tonight because that's what they are here as we go into FallMania. Yeah, absolutely. But first of all, we know you know the rules by now. This is FallMania 3, but let's go ahead and quick refresher real quick. Mike, break down these rules for us.
Let's break down the rules. You ready, GrandPooBear? Production team, take me over to the rule set right here. Here's the rules and the format, starting out with the formats for round 1 and into the semifinals. You will see 3 rounds played for each and every one of our 4 different groups of 4. So they'll be playing 3 games in each round. It is a single elimination tournament. 2 players will advance from each group, but it's all about the kudos, baby. Let's jump up and look at general rules and scoring. So the score will be dictated by the kudos earned in the post game. Disconnects and hackers in the first round of a game will result in a restart. There's no intentional griefing in team-based games, but you are allowed to just take a seat in AFK. Remember, folks out there in the Twitch chat, we will show the shame. We will ring the bell if one of our contestants does not play and goes AFK on the team game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did I miss anything there?
No, absolutely. You got it all. I mean, and we just really want to remind you, anyone who does go AFK in a team game, we ridicule them, chat. They are officially the bad guy in this tournament. We boo them. We shame them. We don't respect that type of gameplay. We want to see we want to see finals. We want to see crowns gotten. Of course, the winner of FallMania, outside of being the prestigious FallMania champion going into the next tournament, the winner of FallMania will be receiving $5,000 cash. You know what second place gets, Mike?
$0.
$0 cash. They get absolutely nothing. 2nd through 16th get absolutely nothing. This is a winner takes all event. Although I guess second place does get to come back and play again. But you know, they're gonna feel a little bit sour, as we've seen. And let's go ahead and talk about some of our players, and we will talk about coming in second place here in FallMania as we address this. But let's go ahead and take a look at our roster of players here tonight. First of all, in Group Jump Showdown, we got Gary Widow. We got Sly Foxhound coming off a fresh Twitch Rivals runner-up situation. We got Cliffy, and we got EE right here. Mike, what can you tell us about Group Jump Showdown? I know you're pretty familiar with at least one of these players here in this group.
I am pretty close with the Gary Witta. Of course, we call him the Rogue One of the writers of the Star Wars story, Rogue One, and many other awesome hit movies and books. But most of all, Gary Witta is now known in the video game circle for Animal Talking, a great talk show within Animal Talk.
That was so genius, too.
Him and Kate, we'll talk about Kate in a little bit, but now they do Talk Guys, where they just play Fall Guys and have different conversations with awesome people like Dr. Lupo and the team from Mediatonic. And most of all, he is one of my co-hosts on the Kinda Funny Xcast. So I'm a little near and dear to Gary Witta, but you also know that I'm a big shoutcaster at heart, GrandPooBear. And there's one guy on this group of Jump Showdown that I'm looking at, and that's Phil Visu, a.k.a. EE. Now, this guy is well known in the Smash Bros. Community, very good on the NBA 2K color commentary, and I'm excited to see how his game actually stacks up from what he likes to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know what? EE is one of those guys who hit me up to come play. That's how eager he was. So I'm definitely looking for him to make a splash here tonight. Don't count out our boy Cliffy, though. Cliffy is the first man to win a crown with the camera facing backwards, actually. He played with the whole camera facing the starting line. That was the rule. And he won a crown doing that. So, like, all 4 of these players just, like, incredible right here. Let's move on to Group Fall Mountain.
Fall Mountain over here, GrandPooBear. I'll run him down because I'm excited about this team right here. We have the well-known and well-regarded player, Wavy, Jabali, Jason Dolly, and A Delta. Now, when I take a look at this group, GrandPooBear, of course, we circle the big name right there. Second time runner-up, back-to-back in both FallManias, Wavy. Just round 7, right at the moment, can't get it done. Is this week his week, Pooh?
You know, I mean, with Wavy, you got to, first of all, he's got to be feeling a lot of pressure, you know, just to get back to these finals in such a hard format that we have here in FallMania. But I mean, he's calling himself the 2-time second time now, which is the greatest nickname ever. I mean, the man has literally lost FallMania back-to-back. One time on his last jump, the last time on Bugs' last jump. He's definitely looking to get a win here tonight. You got to look out for Wavy in that group, but let's not count out Jabali, who's coming in here to prove that the PS4 players can play with the PC players. You know what I mean? He's been making a big deal about that. And then you got Hey Delta. She's actually over in Australia right now. So she, you know what I'm really excited about is her character's going to be bouncing all around the screen going on in there. So it's going to be really an interesting section right there with group. What was that? Group Jump Showdown. Yeah.
That was Jump Fall. That was
Fall Mountain. Sorry, Fall Mountain. Let's move on to Group Hexagon. We got Fant, GDQ Tech right there. We got Xwater, co-host of mine on the Warp World podcast. Of course, we got Kate Stark, and then we got Sancho West, the Twitch Rivals Fall Guy announcer himself. You know, he's announced me the last 2 weeks, so I was like, Sancho, you got to give me the opportunity to announce for you this week, you know? Absolutely. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I love Xwater. He's my boy. Kate Stark, I'm a huge fan. Fant has made me look good at GDQ, but I'm going to be really kind of sucking up to Sancho West because we got Twitch Rivals again tomorrow, and I want him to make me look good. So, Sancho, you know what I mean? I'm pulling for you here. I'm looking for you to make a splash here, Sancho West.
I like that. You know what else, Pooh? When I take a look at this Hexagon team, I have had the pleasure of meeting Xwater in person, I think maybe a handful of times. I've known him quite well. I watch his streams, and I don't think I've ever seen Xwater with a sleeve t-shirt on. It's always sleeveless. So tonight the question is, in competition, is he coming out, suns out, guns out, looking to win, or is he going to wear a full t-shirt today?
Dude, he did a full year. It was a challenge. He did a full year where he couldn't wear sleeves.
Okay, then that's why I saw that. Is right.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get into our final group here. Before we get started with play.
This group is going to be Royal Fumble. So we will have our returning champion, a Fortnite pro, and now a FallMania 2 champion. Bugs will be back, joined with Bobby Wasabi, Sojo, and Big Cheese Kit. GrandPooBear, some great names in this one. What is one that stands out to you?
You know, I mean, we can talk about Bugs all day, and I'm sure we will. He's our defending champion. But I want to look at, I mean, and this is no disrespect to Shoujo or Big Cheese Kit right here, but Bobby Wasabi, do you guys remember, if any of you remember that viral TikTok video that came out where a kid was making fun of a player playing Fall Guys, like, why are you being a tryhard? Why? That was Bobby Wasabi was the man. He was the original Fall Guys. So he's out here like hard in this game since day one. He's sweaty as all hell. He's ready to go. You know, so we got it. All of these groups are just incredible. It's gonna, like you said, it's gonna come down to kudos. It's gonna come down to gold medals. Let's go ahead and get started with this gameplay. And this gameplay is going to look a lot different than it has in the past weeks because Snowbike Mike, they introduced stage variants into Fall Guys.
It's true.
Since the last FallMania. Yeah, what do you think that's going? How do you think that's going to affect our players here today?
This will make for what many of the fans of this series will call the best of the series, FallMania 3, Tippy Toe Drift. It will take it to the next level because even with our 16 best of the best esports jelly beans out there, nobody is truly prepared for what Mediatonic has thrown at you last week with this update. The variations are going to keep them on their toes. It's going to keep everything fresh. And most of all, those NPCs, those non-competing players out there are going to be running around. I think I messed that one up, but we'll get that one in.
Non-playing competitors.
Competitors.
Non-participating competitors.
Yeah, we're getting close to that. We're going to lock that in by 4, chat. Don't worry about that, okay?
We'll get it in.
But I will say, very excited to see what happens and the change-ups that we're going to see with all of our players.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so many levels that are going to be just completely different, and they're going to be different from game to game. So you can't rely on one strat that we've been seeing, especially by FallMania 2, we really saw kind of one line that everybody was taking through these levels. That doesn't exist anymore. You throw Big Edis in a level, and none of that matters at all. You know what I mean? So it's going to be really interesting to see how our players handle this competition. With that said, I believe. Okay, I believe there was a crash, so we're starting again. What are you looking to see here, especially from players when they see Big Edis? Do you think anyone's going to be passing on, or do you think our players are going to be taking Big Edis every time they see him?
That's a great question there, Pooh. I think the biggest one for me and the fans watching all around the globe, right, is to see the best of the best come here and compete in your tournament and get to learn from them, right? So I am looking for somebody to use that Big Edis on Seesaw, on Whirligig at the end, and see if that can propel them to the next stage a little bit faster than everybody else. So we, the casual audience, can put that in our side notes and say, you know what, maybe I'll try that. That's what I'm most looking for.
Yeah, and absolutely. And one thing I've noticed as the variations have come, the gold medals are a little bit harder to obtain now. And so I think that's another reason why you're going to see Big Edis come into play. I mean, we saw FallMania 2. It was won by literally 15 kudos. And that's the difference between just participating. That's the difference between literally just starting another level. So it's all going to come down to those kudos and who can get those gold medals and stay in those silver medals, not fall to those bronze and pink medals. The pink medals, you get no bonus kudos. You get the 15 kudos just for showing up, but you get none of those bonus kudos. With the gold medal, you get 105 kudos, and that's what we're looking to see here. Those gold medals are going to be harder to come by, I believe, here with the stage variants.
That is the truth, Pooh. It'll be very exciting. Remember here, Twitch chat, we quickly went over the rules and regulations. Me and Pooh will continue to talk about that, but it is all about the kudos here in this tournament. Yes, our players do have to receive at least one crown by the end of the tournament to win the FallMania championship and the $5,000. But to continue to progress, it's going to be all about the kudos. So earning that gold medal, getting that first place, qualifying each and every round will go a very long way in helping you go to the next round if you're one of our competitors.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's I think our players are searching for their game right now. Let's go ahead and go to the let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket here tonight, how that's going to break down. Oh, I got excited. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that bracket. Of course, we got Jump Showdown, our top two players from Jump Showdown. That's going to be between Gary Witta, Sly Foxhound, Cliffy, and EE. That game is coming up right now. They are going to be going against our top two players from Fall Mountain, Wavy, Jabali, Jason, Dolly, and Hey Delta. And then over on the right side of the bracket, you got Hexagon, Fan, Xwater, Kate, and Sancho West. Top two players from that will be going against the top two from Group Royal Fumble, Bugs, Bobby Wasabi, Shoujo, and Big Cheese Kit right here. Whew.
A great lineup of players right here.
Lineup.
Everybody sees them. Everybody's cheering for them. Remember, Twitch chat out there. If you find somebody you love, go out there, cheer them on, and let's have a great night of FallMania 3.
Yeah, I'm excited. They are searching for a game right now. I believe we had a game crash going on. Already a bad guy in the game. Already a bad guy. You know what I mean? Whoever's getting the game crash, already a bad guy in this game here.
Let's take a look at Group Jump Showdown there. Tell me a little bit about Sly Fox. We've gone over Gary Witta, Cliffy, and Phil Visu. Who is Sly Fox there, GrandPooBear? What do we need to know?
Sly Foxhound right here. He just finished second place in the Twitch Rivals tournament. I'm not going to mention which team finished first place.
Thank
you.
All.
Okay, I'm not gonna mention that at all. But anyway, he just he's coming off in second place. Very confident player. Incredible speed. As you see, his play style, speed runner way. His favorite mini game, as you know, for all the speedrunners, they love the slime climb. You know what I mean? It has the most strats. It has the most skips. It's even more sexy now with the variants. Loves the red team. You know what I mean? I haven't seen a lot of red team. I feel like most people go
not a lot of red team.
Yeah. His go-to costume combo, the original orange with the purple face. I like it. The naked bean, you know what I mean? And
I'm very excited to see that.
Yeah, I like Hollow Knight. I don't know if he spelled that right, but I'm just gonna go with it.
That's a different game you're thinking of. It's a different one.
Different Hollow Knight, yeah, different Hollow Knight right there. You know, Sly Foxhound is he's not a dark horse in this at all. You know, I mean, this is just a hard group to come out of. All 4 of these players very accomplished at Fall Guys. Sly Foxhound has been on the GDQ stage. Cliffy has also been on the GDQ stage as well. EE, you know, used to huge stages. And then you got Gary Whitta, I mean, which I don't think any of the stages I just mentioned can compare to the ones he's been on. So
I don't think so. Is right.
You know, like
Gary Whitta has a killer photo right here. As you take a look, all the buttons are just unbuttoned on that one with the leather jacket. His favorite minigame is Fall Ball, and
chest hair.
He's just letting it all show off. He loves Fall Ball. He is a Brit. So I know he's big into football, aka soccer over here in the States. So he's looking for a lot of Fall Ball over on his side.
I like that. As you see, our players start off right now. Sly Foxhound taking an early ragdoll. Gary Whitta, as you see, you know, we've seen a lot of players in this tournament avoid, you know, using the boost right there, and they just take the safe route. And I gotta say, that's been the strategy that we've seen be most effective so far in FallManias.
Looking good right now. Gary is going to be a very consistent player, right, Pooh? He's one of those guys. He's not flashy. He's not a speed runner. He's not a pro by any means. He's going to stick to what he knows, and he's going to move forward with that. But as we take a look right now, here is Phil Visu, a.k.a. EE is what we'll be calling him throughout the night. And he's going to go right up the center. A great dive right there. And that is a well-timed dive to put him right in the top 5 scenario. That will get him some kudos, but not that first place he wanted right there.
Nice. Well, as I say that, I think that was Sly Foxhound that just actually slipped past him right there.
Slipped right past him.
Yeah. Clapping for himself, too. I like that. You know what I mean? You got to give yourself some self-congratulations. If you don't believe in yourself, you know what I mean? I believe all of our players getting in there. That was a smooth little pass right there by Sly
That was easy for everybody. Make him look good. Yeah, great jump right there, Pooh. That's one of those where that dial was all the way down, and he had to make a choice. Am I jumping far right? Am I going to hold? He went for it on left or on right, and it paid off well for him.
Yeah, and you see right now already, Gary's medal, Cliffy with a pink medal, Sly Fox and EE both got silver medals, so they're going to have an early lead in this group. And I know everyone's going to say that's too early. You can't be counting medals already. But when FallMania 2 came down to 15 kudos, every medal counts. It all matters right here. And they go into a round 2 slime climb. Wow, I don't know if Mediatonic is watching right now and helping us out with these games, but I really appreciate that.
They ensured to give us the very best right off the bat.
Oh, the variant too. The hard variant with the phallic balloons at the end. Oh, this is very difficult. We're gonna zoom in on Gary right here. He's using the Gordon Freeman costume.
He loves that Gordon Freeman costume. His favorite, he says.
You know what? I gotta admit, this one is probably my least favorite because it's the only one that actually looks like a person, and it freaks me out.
It is a very well done one. You know, it's a rare one to see as well because you got that off the pre-order bonus. So you don't get to see that much in the wild. Everybody's kind of cooled down on that outfit.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I will say, anytime you're using, we've talked about this, anytime you're using kind of a flashier outfit or one of the more unique outfits, it's not an advantage. It's actually a disadvantage to you because you're going to get targeted a bit more. So we'll see if that comes into play. Anyone harasses this Gordon Freeman costume over here. You see EE, and he's actually wearing the exact same outfit that Deezus used to wear. I wonder if he's trying to, like, take that kind of Deezus luck that he went. Maybe in the back. Sly Fox.
What the fuck?
Almost goes
Sly Fox got to get out of there. He's going to have a problem
Sly
here.
Fox getting grabbed right now.
He's going to make it.
This is dangerous. Wow.
This guy's got some game here, GrandPooBear, an early favorite here in the Snowbike Mike book. We're going to keep an eye on Sly Fox.
Oh, as we say that,
there goes EE.
No. We talked about those balloons and how dangerous they are. This is the most dangerous slime climb variant, in my opinion. And he goes down. We saw Sly Fox almost bite the slime.
Oh, no.
EE ends up taking it down. Gary, meanwhile, almost. Oh, my gosh, makes a great dive.
He made it. Oh, wow. And this will be a big one that we talked about, GrandPooBear, right? As EE is the only one out of this foursome to get eliminated in slime climb. Second early round. There goes the rest of the
That
kudos
was
for the
tricky.
remainder of this round right here for him.
But we made it. I was thinking about
Wow. And you saw 4 of our players getting hit by this final grouping of balloons there. All of them struggling. EE, unfortunately, going down to the slime. That is going to put him in an early hole, but by no means out of it here in this first round, especially with an early slime climb. I don't think they're going to get too many more rounds after this. Probably going to. So EE is going to be hoping to go to this final as quick as possible and hope none of these players get a crown.
No doubt, GrandPooBear, right? We've talked about it before. It's all about the kudos in this, but a big kudo boost will be earning that crown. If you earn a crown, you're going to shoot up significantly. You're really going to make a boost here. And in these early rounds, when we only play 3 games total, if you get 1 crown out of those 3, you have a very high likelihood of making it out of your bracket.
As we say that, we go to another very dangerous game, Block Party. This was actually the game that cost Wavy the championship last. He got on Party, getting caught up in what we call the tornado, the bean tornado, getting pushed off the front of the stage. Let's see how these players handle Block Party here tonight.
I'm so glad you remembered that, GrandPooBear, because that is one that you will never forget in the FallMania circuit now, is just being stuck in the tornado of doom and just getting pushed right off the side here on what many consider an easy game, right? Like, yes, there are some difficult moments here, but in all honesty, this should be an easy qual for all of our competitors. And unfortunately for Wavy, just a little too much up in the front there.
As you see right now, all of our players kind of staying in this upper half of the stage. Sly Fox staying very, very close to the front. He's kind of maybe playing the more risky game right now. We'll see these players kind of migrate towards the front as it gets closer to the last cycle. Because you don't want to be caught in the back with some of those people ragdolling in the last cycle. There is also a glitch you can do on the stage. I'm very curious if any of our competitors are going to try it. Meanwhile, you see Sly Fox Hound getting grabbed by an NPC. Again, that's a non-participating competitor. We know they're real people, chat.
I'm watching this chicken. This chicken looks sus.
What are we going to call him that's quick?
You know? Chicken is looking real sus right now.
Okay.
Everybody looking good. I'm very pleased with Gary Witta, right? We talked about this. Gary Witta, not really a true esports competitor, but coming from the personality side and holding his own against a very incredible Sly Fox early in this one. Phil Vicio already taking a seat right now early. Cliffy looking to get through, and here comes our final 15 seconds.
lucky, but we'll see how we do.
Looks like it should be good enough for all these guys. Pooh, my only concern is Sly Fox right up towards the front there, hugging that danger line there.
Yeah, Sly Fox is he's in a dangerous spot, but
I'm fucked.
with this very, very difficult final section, all 3 of our players making it through. I want to be in the front on that very final section. Like when it's that particular setup, there's 3 setups you can get there at the end. You can get the sticks, you can get the really easy one, or you can get that one, which is the hard one. I think that you want to be up front right there. But Sly Fox, just handling it well. All of our players
or a final round
getting through, and you hear Gary Witta right now saying tiptoe or fall mountain coming up.
Kate's chat watching and pulling for you,
and he called it.
Yeah,
we're going to tiptoe, folks. So an extra round here for more kudos to earn. Get a little more separation away from EE, your 4th member in this group, and a big qualify here. All 3 have to qualify right now. 6 people can get across this line. Let's see who's going to be the trailblazer, who's going to be stuck in the pack.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very tense tiptoe.
And we got a guy running, GrandPooBear. Look at this man moving. And it looks like that's
you see Sly Fox is down right now. Gary is up there. Is anyone going to make a move though? I don't think any of our players right now are going to want to risk it. I think they're going to let these NPCs kind of lead the way for them a bit.
Let them be the trailblazer for you. Stick in the mix here, and as long as you're within striking distance, you got to be happy with your performance here. I will say it's been interesting to watch over our 3 FallManias now, Pooh. Nobody has quite had the Velhart. I'm going to stop and I'm going to look through 1 through 10 here to see which one's the final one. He's been the only one I've seen so far really with that strategy dialed in perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I know that strategy, but I still am scared to do it.
Like
it goes to the one right
here we go.
Oh, I don't know if any of our players are getting through.
It's fine. We all got eliminated.
I don't know if any of our players are getting through.
Eliminated.
This is the first in FallMania history as we see this low man tiptoe eliminate all our players in the smile on EE's face as he realizes he is not that deep in a hole.
Oh,
I can't
huge.
believe that happened.
This is a Gary curse.
Wow.
So with that, our guy Cliffy earned about 230 kudos right now. And now they're going to get stuck in the loading screen, but
like
they're
that's
stuck
a tough
in the
one,
loading
Pooh.
screen.
Yeah,
So
they're
all of
you
them
got to load
right?
up this whole
All
map
of
right
them
now before you get to quit.
All right,
Oh
that's
my God, they tiptoe ended everyone's hope for a crown as you see Sly Fox mad that he's missing out on Hexagon right now. He wanted that Hexagon. All our players wanted to play for that crown. This is a first in the very first game of FallMania 3, and you know what? Not even the variations, just the fact that there was only 6 players that were going through that tiptoe, and none of them were our guys. None of them were our guys right there.
It's pretty incredible to think about the early game slime climb can have such a ripple effect towards the end there, right? We went to a quick block party. We ended with a 6-man tippy toe, and none of our competitors could make it through into what would have been a almost guaranteed 6-man Hex finale championship, right? We know a lot of our competitors love that Hex with low numbers. So unfortunate for there, but if you're EE, you take a deep breath. If you're everybody else, we start back at zeros next round. We only get 2 more though. So that's a big catch here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and check out this replay we have here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. FallMania 3 stepping up our production game. You got Cliffy getting yeeted all over. You got EE getting eliminated in the slime climb right there. Our poor guy. There was. I wish you guys could have just heard what I heard. You got EE getting. What about Sly Fox's Hound? Widow almost going down. Come on, give us those replays right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling out production on that one. You know.
They're elevating FallMania 3. We have replays here intact. They're making it happen right now. We're having a good time. And a great first round. That was exactly what I wanted to see from FallMania 3, right? You touched on it, Pooh. There's variations now. There's change-ups, and nobody is safe here. All 4 of our competitors first round outed before the finale.
Outed.
You gotta love it.
Crown. Yeah, and you know what? And that's 1 game down. And we're going to talk about this because 2 players are going to make it out of this group no matter what. When you make it to the finals, you do need to have won a crown at some point tonight to be eligible for our $5,000 prize. That's 1 game down. That's 1 game where these players have no opportunity now to get that crown. You got to be thinking, you know, you only got, 9 left? 9 left, 10 left, 12 left. I'm not good at math. Anyway, let's go and check out our scores here. Thank God we have somebody doing the math for us. Gary Witta, 265. Sly Fox Hound leading the way with 335. You know what? We talked about the medals. Yep. People were making fun of us in chat. It's all about the... No, we talked about how important the medals are. You're seeing it right here. Cliffy with 230. EE, got to be feeling good. Only got 120, but the damage could have been much, much worse for him. 100%. He got out of there. Have to be feeling good right now.
Yeah, with that number right there, Pooh, he might have been out of this whole tournament here if anybody walked away with the crown there. So he can take a nice deep breath. He can get out of there with a sigh of relief. And now it's time for him to turn it on, right? Unlucky with that variation on Slime Climb. Look to have some decent movement. Let's look for more from EE here in game number 2. I'm very excited to see.
And we'll get that game started any second now. Any second now. I mean, what do you think? What are you thinking right now? You know what's crazy is that we talked about it. I thought the variants were going to be the things that gave people problems, but it was the good old-fashioned tiptoe, which is it's a killer, man. It just is a killer. Like, things happen in tiptoe, you know?
It will always be a killer game mode, and you have to look at yourself and say, who do I want to be in this mix, right? Am I the trailblazer who might get lucky and find the whole path or possibly fall out and lose this? Am I going to be the person to fight the bumps and the grinds in the middle of that mosh pit? And a lot of our players will choose that because they're going to go for the safest route, and we'll see if it paid off. It didn't pay off this time for them, but I'm keeping an eye out right now for Sly Foxhound. This guy is impressing me in the first round right here, coming out with some energy and some really good qualifications, up by about 100, maybe less over Gary Witta, but a good position for Sly Foxhound if you're Sly Foxhound.
Yeah, he's definitely got to be feeling good after that. Yeah, as we go to our players here. That's right. Gary Witta at 265 again. Sly Foxhound 335. Cliffy at 230. EE at 120 points right now. Oh man. I mean, yeah. I really can't get over the fact that we didn't even see an elimination. In fact, I mean, Gary and Cliffy got knocked off, I think, in the same little grouping right there. And Sly Fox was the only one that even had a chance, but you could tell he was about eighth place, so just wasn't going to happen.
Sly Fox, a
Let's
nice
go
little
right now.
360 move off the ledge to get him a little slime boost as he starts running right here. But, you know, I haven't seen anybody truly break away anymore, Pooh, since we saw, oh, hey, it's David in the first one, take the side entrance. Now with the new variations, not many people are truly getting off to that side entrance like they used to.
Yeah, well, as you say that, Cliffy does go break off and go to the side because he did not want to. He did not want to get caught in that second phase middle door, because that is an ender. As he takes a ball to the face right now, that is not going to be good. He's got to be a little bit worried. And we got the hammers up top. These hammers can push you all the way back down. It's going to be very important to see how our players handle this. Sly Fox down. Gary Witta is going to be our top finisher.
Cliffy might not
right here is in.
God, I got
oh no!
By someone sliding down. Oh my.
You hear him. The hammer didn't hit him, but another player who got hit by the hammer runs into Cliffy, and he is out in the first round. That is going to be devastating to his chances right now. A big winner of that, Gary Witta and EE. You know, Gary Witta got that top 20 medal. He's going to climb up on Sly Fox Town. EE is going to go ahead and make his move to pass Cliffy up right now as well. Wow.
Huge grab right there. And like you said, right there's another variation that we're going to talk about throughout the night, the newly updated variations on all of the game maps. And that's a tough one, right? Like Pooh said, if you get hit by that hammer incorrectly, you could go back downwards. If you get hit by a jelly bean, you could go down. If you get hit going the right way, you're going to go all the way up. But oh man, we have Dizzy Heights now with one of the wildest variations that I've ever seen with the A-frame bouncy castle house. Who have you successfully got across the A-frame bouncy castle house?
I don't even know what you're talking about,
wait
so I'm pretty excited. I have not even seen this variation. Yeah, I mean, I've got, you know, Splunky 2 came out, so I haven't been cranking out as many games as normal, but I haven't seen every variation there is possible yet. I've got about 20 hours in the update though, so the fact that there's variations I haven't seen it has me really, really excited. As we see Sly Fox now get out.
So right here in the middle, this is all a bouncy house, and you can bounce off of it if you want to make it all the way across. Very difficult.
Wow. Very difficult. You see all of our players opting to just go on the bottom, take the safe route. Gary Witta is just crushing this whirly gig right here. Or sorry, not whirly gig, this Dizzy Heights.
Playing very well. Host of
you see Sly Fox Town get grabbed right there.
He's in the mix there. Gary Witta could pull off a first place right now.
Oh, wow.
Looks like he's going to get a great medal there. And that's a boost to Gary Witta's confidence, folks.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be not just a boost to his confidence, but a boost to his kudo count. That is going to allow him to gain some serious points on Sly Fox Town right there. That's going to be about 35 extra kudos on Sly Fox Town that he's gaining.
It looks like everybody makes it move. So EE, another big round for him. This will start for him to take over Cliffy and push Cliffy into the last place position in this foursome here, heading into the middle of it.
Yo, did you guys talk about this at all, this tournament yesterday during your podcast?
Oh, guess what? It will be talked about tomorrow on the Kind of Funny X-Cast, which posts every single Saturday. Yeah, I can't wait, man. We've already talked about it once. Everybody went wild. I'm very excited to talk about it a second time with my good friend, Gary Witta, participating. It's going to be a great conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we have Alana Pierce on the show who used to be she doesn't like to call herself a pro, but she competed in the Gears of War pro leagues way back in the day. So it's fun to hear her stories. Now Gary can tell his stories.
Yeah, I mean, in Gary Witta right now, you see he's coming for blood. Like he is not coming out here to play. This is a man who knows what to do here in the Fall Guys arena. And speaking of arena, this is kind of one of the most dangerous games next to Tiptoe. This is the individual tail tag. Anything can happen. And not only that, our players want to hold the tail for as long as possible, because the longer you hold the tail, the better medal you get. So, I mean, obviously you're looking to qualify. You want to have a tail when that clock hits 0. but the longer you have a tail, the better medal you're going to get if you do qualify, and those medals matter. As you see, EE loses his tail, Gary loses his tail, Sly Fox Hound just kind of chilling right now.
Yeah, for all of our viewers out there watching right now, you're going to see Sly Fox stay up on these platforms and just jump counterclockwise or clockwise around this circle, and that seems to be the safest and best way to hold on to your tail rather than going underneath or on the outside. And so we'll see a lot of Sly Fox and a lot of our competitors sitting right here platform to platform all night.
Yeah, and you see right now we're getting into these last 15 seconds. This is a do or die moment right here. Gary is looking for anyone with a tail. Does anyone have one? EE looks to be safe.
Come on,
Sly
Gary.
Fox is skipping all around. Come on, Gary. You're taking the dive to go for it. I don't think Gary Witta is moving on. EE and Sly Fox Hound, though, do make it.
It's not my game.
That is, like Gary just said over your comms, I was going to talk to you during this one. This is Gary Witta's least liked game mode right here. He does not want to be stuck on a tail tag. He doesn't like those final 15 seconds. And we just have not quite shown Gary the way up on those platforms. So he'll take a big loss there. Thankfully for him, these two are going to go immediately to the finals. So his kudos will be pretty safe there. But he needs to ensure that EE and Sly Fox do not win this crown right now. But for one of our competitors, Phil Visu and Sly Fox Hound, if they win this crown, this is a big boost for them going into the final round of the first round.
Yeah, I mean, they win a crown here. They're pretty much, they can, take a victory lap here on game 3. They're getting into round 2 of FallMania. As you see, EE making a great U-turn right there. I really, really liked that play, allowing him to stay. But then as soon as I say that, he's going to drop all the way down to the second layer of gold. He just belly flopped into another player. Unfortunately, Sly Fox Hound still up on the blue. No purple beneath him. He avoids the grab right there. He's going to be able to land on this gold. Straight up Macho Man Randy Savage elbow drops onto a player, but he's going to be down to the blue, and him and EE are on the same spot right now. EE and Sly Fox neck and neck. EE's got a little bit more space, but it is not going to last him a long time as both players head into the slow jumps. There are beans everywhere right now. There is no space to be had. These players are dropping like flies. Still nobody eliminated. Everybody in the game on this yellow or blue right now. This is an insanely fast hexagon we're seeing.
Here it comes, right? You get into these double-digit hexagons, and these tiles are going to be eaten up come the final couple levels right now. Sly Fox Hound looking great, still up on the yellow. Phil gonna have to slow it down right now. Sly Fox again. Now only 4 people left in this one. Sly Fox is gonna have about 8+ there. Phil is gonna be done right there, unfortunately for him. And it's Sly Fox versus 3 other people. Let's see what he's got here.
Oh, this is going to be a big jump. He is not able to make it. No crown awarded here for our players.
Longer than E.
Sly Fox is going to extend his lead of kudos, but he is not safe. He is not safe at all after that round. As we see, this final pink bean is going to be your winner here. Another NPC victory. Right now, the NPCs 2, our players 0 here in FallMania 3. What is going on, man? What is the competition just getting that good? The meta's getting that high? The variants coming into play where you're just seeing these a variety of players, maybe a less predictable hexagon player in there at the end? That was a crazy hexagon.
The variants are coming into play. The double-digit hexagons are always in play and never out of play, that's for sure. But positive for all of our guys, every single one of them is still very much alive in this, right? This is going to come down to kudo counts. Last game of the first round. Who can walk away out of our first foursome here with possibly a crown and a guaranteed ticket to the semifinals? We're going to find out because it all happens on game number 3. As you take a look, who's outperforming the rest here, Pooh? I mean, they all seem pretty level in my eyes. Nobody's been the breakout star yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to the scores and check those out. I mean, you got to say Sly Fox Hound has been the most consistent so far. And you look at that when I say consistency, 335 to 335, giving him the total of 670. Coming up right behind him, though, only 100 kudos away. You see, not taking that much damage despite getting eliminated. Gary Witta with 585. Cliffy, that hurts him. He's taking that first round loss. He only gets the 30 show up kudos. He's at 260. EE Climbing back in with 385. If Sly Fox or Gary Whitta suffers a round 1 loss, a round 2 loss, EE and Cliffy could easily pass them in just in kudos with medals alone. Nobody is safe. Let's go ahead and check out some replays from that round 2 right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I love the new replay system. Shout out to our production team. And we take a look at, this is Cliffy's demise, right? This is what the hammers can look like for you. And unfortunately, once you get stuck in the slime and the hammers, there's no going out. This is Gary Whitta with a great first place finish. And that really kept him up on those kudos. That's why he's in second place in this bracket.
Yeah, that was a huge first place finish right there. You see EE trying to do something that I've been trying to do for months, is get on that middle section right there. And this was EE, that was his downfall. He was looking so great right there, but he belly flopped that player, and that just, he couldn't recover from that. And you see, he kind of cut himself off there on that last hexagon. A little bit of a misplay. Got to be disappointed in that, because he had a few hexagons left. He might have been able to wait it out right there. As we go to our points total right now, Sly Fox down at 670, Gary Whitta at 585, Cliffy at 260, EE at 385. This is round 3, game 3. Our top 2 kudos players are going to be moving on. What are you looking to see out here from Cliffy and EE as they try to climb into those 1 and 2 spots?
You know, for EE, it's easy, right? We got to make another finals. We just got to have a little bit better performance. But for both of them, right, this is the call out. This is the do or die back against the wall moment here. It's game number 3 in the first round. You are trailing in kudos. Nobody's gotten a crown here. One of you two have to step up if you want to go to the next round. So I'm just looking for consistent, good, strong play into the finals out of these two.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. As we get game 3 started here any second now, let's go check out those scores one last time, see where our players stand. It is razor thin right now. Only 100 and less than 100 points separating Gary Whitta and Sly Foxhound for first place. 260 for Cliffy, 385 for EE. Both of these players, you're gonna look to see if they get a situation with like an early slime climb or a rollout, as we just happen to be blessed with what seems like every time a game's on the line here in FallMania. You're gonna see some aggressive gameplay, I think, from Cliffy and EE to get out Gary or Sly Foxhound, which would allow them to slide into that second place even without a crown.
You know, it's interesting you say that, Pooh, right? We've touched on it week after week of who will take a look and say, hey, this is a game all about kudos and placement. I need to get you out of here as soon as possible. This might be week number 3. Maybe everybody knows it now. We saw a little bit in week number 2, but not that much. So really looking for some aggression here in week number 3.
Yeah, as we say that, these players are ready to go. Let's start it off with round 3 here for our first group of FallMania 3. As you see, the gates are are varied now. The gates have a completely different pattern. You never know which one you're going to get. And this is made for some very, very difficult gate crashes. As you see, they have the 1, 2, 3, 4 gates right now. And that's a big variant. Sly Foxhound sniffs it out. All of our players look to be handling it pretty well, except EE, who's in a little bit of a bad situation. He's going to have to make this jump. He's not going to have any options.
Got to be perfect here for EE.
Yep.
Nice ball. Easy.
And he gets through.
Huge for EE.
He's going to get that qualify. Yeah, but you see all of our other players, Sly Foxhound getting a first place gold medal. That's going to be huge for him.
Can just be so frustrating.
Every gold medal Sly Foxhound puts in his pocket extends that lead and puts it a little bit out of reach for him. Kind of secures that second round position.
Yeah, that's where you want to be, right, Pooh? It's like, we've talked about this in FallMania. Yes, you need a crown to win the 5,000. But at the same time, here in these early rounds, let's get through. Let's get out of this. Let's move on. And so for Sly Foxhound, Gary Whitta, your goal is to qualify every single time, make it to the finals, and just slowly keep EE and Cliffy back on the kudo count. That will be big for these two.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's
As we go to the whirly gig, a level where a lot of things can happen. I look for all our players to qualify, but positioning is going to be huge here on the whirly gig. And not just that, what variants are we going to experience right at the beginning? That's what you really want to look for. These where these whirly gigs are rotating right at the beginning here is going to be wildly important.
This is the one where I just have to hold on.
Let's see who takes advantage of the yeet, like you talked about, right? It's a little bit different variation, so the yeets aren't quite the same. but we will be seeing some people
I'm gonna
use
play
those
this
to
as,
their
like,
advantage.
fucking
Fly Fox is going to need none
as I
of that.
can.
Does get
I fully
yeeted by
expect
another
this to
Jelly
be-
Bean, but able to get out of that right up to the ramp alongside Gary Witta, who will now take the lead, but cannot get up and over that wall right there. So he's going to have to lift himself up, get through the fan, and make it through. It looks like all 4 of our competitors are through up in the front of the pack.
Yeah, you see Cliffy right now in 3rd place. He's going to have a chance at a gold medal right here as he ragdolls off that side. He's going to go middle. What are these players going to do up the middle? Cliffy's a little...
Made it.
He made it. Oh, he made it, and he's going to have a golden opportunity at a 1st place medal. As I say that, he almost gets yeeted off.
Gave it to the Hunter, unfortunately. That's too bad right there.
Oh, that would have been such a huge gold medal for Cliffy right there, but he is going to get that top 20%. And meanwhile, Sly Fox Hound in the back of the pack cannot get
This is
over
big
this
right
middle
now.
section.
Phil's going to make it. Gary's going to make it. Sly Fox, this is gigantic right here for him.
Let's not rule ourselves
There's
out.
only
Let's not rule ourselves out.
7 spots left right now for Sly Fox Hound.
Got to be
Is
perfect.
he going to be able to make it? You see 3 players go by.
Wow.
26, number 27. Wow. Making us nervous. Making us nervous right there.
That could have made our kudo count at the end there even more difficult, but he is able to make it there. He'll just take what he can get and move on to the next round. A big moment for Sly Fox Hound. That could have been something interesting there, Pooh, if he didn't make that.
Yeah, you hear Sly Fox Hound right there. He said he's throwing for content, trying to make it interesting, giving us more replays. You know what I mean?
Oh, we love those replays.
Really good qualify. And we're going to the fruit shoot the first time we're going to see this game tonight. Whew.
Fruit shoot's one of those. It just continues to get more pressure and more pressure. No matter how confident you feel on fruit shoots, you pick a side and you hope that side works out well, because usually the other side is getting beat up by different fruits over there. So let's see if our guys select a good one.
Yeah, we've talked about the update. I mean, a ton of times. But one thing the update did on fruit shoot, there's a lot more fruit, and that fruit tends to come to those sides a lot quicker and a lot easier. As you see, Gary Witta taking the left side.
Gary.
Gary just leading the way on that left side, just blazing the trail right there for everyone. Sly Fox Hound blazing the trail on the right side. It's going to be really close to these players. I think Gary's going to get in there
with a first place medal. Bill has made it. Cliffy having a little bit of a situation here. Is he going to be the last one? Oh, 16.
Cliffy is in there. Just barely made it. Keeps his hopes alive. However, nobody eliminated, so he's not going to be able to move up ranking, but he is going to be in the mix for a crown right now.
Yeah, if you're Cliffy or if you're EE, you have to have the crown here, right? Like, our goal with this low of a score is we must have a crown. We cannot just go off of kudos alone to try to get second place. And they're going to get a large hexagon right here.
We want. A large hexagon, all 4 of our players involved. This is going to be sweaty. This is going to go in a blink of an eye. You're going to see these hexagons disappear quickly, ladies and gentlemen.
17 jelly beans out there on the field. Let's see if one of our 4 can walk away with the crown and punch their ticket to the semifinals of FallMania 3. This is only round number 1, remember.
Beautiful jump by EE right there. That was a gorgeous dive to stay on the blue.
Oh.
He's going to be okay. Avoiding any ragdolls, which is really what you want to do right now. Just avoid the ragdoll and hope you can get any space for yourself. All of our players on the yellow. And you see, this hexagon is just disappearing quickly, ladies and gentlemen. There are beans flying everywhere.
You're 1 level above, you're 2 levels below. You're 1 level above, you're all over the board here. So Gary Witta is going to try to plot a little piece of land over on the left side. Now, I've played with Gary many of times. Gary does not have the move set yet to kick it down to first gear. Gary's a 5th gear. I'm running, I'm moving, I'm jumping at all times. Gary does not like to switch it down to first gear to just eat up blocks one at a time. So we're going to see him go right now after this jump. He'll go. He is now gone. It's going to come down to Sly Fox, and it's going to come down to Cliffy right here in the middle. Cliffy's going to go.
Too many players right there for Cliffy.
There's
Sly Fox with a lot of real estate.
Converge on Cliffy or Sly Fox.
He did it.
He's got that crown. Sly Fox Hound, ladies and gentlemen, gets his crown. That's got it. That's pressure off him right there. He is going to be moving on. dominating fashion, a 17-person hexagon. Sly Fox Hound comes out with the crown. He had for how quickly all that space disappeared, he had a ton of hexagons left right there. He carved himself out this beautiful patch right there. It was amazing to watch.
A sweet pizza of real estate, of course,
Yes.
GrandPooBear. When you talk about it, right, that was a 17-person hex. And when we looked at the final two people, his opponent had 3 hexes. This guy had about 16. So Sly Foxhound was locked in. He's going to walk away with the crown and a guaranteed ticket punched into the semifinals. Now it comes down to counting kudos. But I think our second place guy, Gary Witta, had some great finishes here. We'll see if he moves on. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at that. You know, you talked about it. Gary doesn't. If Gary could incorporate that first gear into his hexagon game, like you saw, he's great at cutting people off in there. If he just could incorporate that first gear, like Gary's out here to play, man. Gary's out here to play. You know, you might see him walk away with that $5,000 before the end of the night if he incorporates that first gear. So let's go ahead and go to these scores, ladies and gentlemen, and see who's going to be moving on to round 2 of FallMania. And you called it right there. Sly Fox Hound, 1740. You see what the crown does. 1,070 points. Sly Fox Hound moving on. In the number 1 spot, Gary Witta, 955. You know what? I mean, it wasn't really close. Gary Witta came out and he showed he had a lot of gold medals in those first rounds. He did very, very well. We saw him with the gold medal in Fruit Shoot. We saw him with that gold medal in Dizzy Heights. He had a second place in Whirligig. Like, Gary Witta he's got speedrunner in his blood, maybe?
I think he may, or also he does host the show in Fall Guys, so he better be good at this. Is what I look at him as.
You're right. Of course. I mean, of course. That is a good point. You know, unfortunately, we're going to be saying bye to Cliffy and EE. I love these two gentlemen. Please, everybody, make sure you follow twitch.tv/Cliffy. And also, Twitch, is it EE or is it EEVSU? I want to make sure we get it right.
EEVSU, I believe.
Twitch.tv/EEVSU. We're going to put those links in my chat. My mods are going to help me out with this. But yeah, make sure you follow those players as well. We're going to get started with our next group right here. We got more action going on. Oh, sorry. We're going to go to the replay first. I slacked. That was my fault.
Look at Phil. Phil made it through this. Wow, this is a tough look. That's incredible he made that.
Yeah, you see this first place finish right there by Sly Fox Hound, hitting it with the dab. But at the same time, Sly Fox came very close. You know, he ended up getting the crown. He almost did not qualify in the Whirligig.
He said he was throwing for content. Thankfully, he won for content, too, which was a special moment there.
Yeah, he needed that one. Cliffy, you know, you saw him get in that clutch Fruit Shoot right at the end. But Gary Witta, again, just cruising and looking casual, doing it with a casual look as well. You see Phil right there, the ending with Brandman, he just kept running into other beams. Like, you know, his hexagon was just destroyed by other beams, both hexagons he played. And Cliffy, the same thing. Look at these beams just converge on Cliffy. And look at Sly Fox just scoot away in the background. You know what I mean? Like, all 3 beams came onto Cliffy. Sly Fox got to slide away, and he got the hexagon win right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to do it for that group. We got your next group coming up. Let's check out our next group. Let's go into a preview of group Fall Mountain, I believe that's coming up.
Woo!
That's right, Fall Mountain. We got Wavy, your 2-time, second time coming in. Yes, you got Jabailey. You got Jason Dolly, straight out of a Tiger Beat magazine right there with that picture. And then you got Hey Delta. Amazing. Yeah, I'm glad we went to this picture because we needed to blow this thing up. Woo! His playstyle, he's an opportunist, loves the hexagon. His favorite color, girls, blue. You know,
blue. I mean, with those eyes, those eyes better be blue. Is right. Look at those eyes.
I like how specific he was on this costume combo as well. You know, as we see, our players have started right now. We are into our first seesaw of the night. We're listening to Wavy. You talked about it beforehand privately, but Wavy, you know, he's the innovator of the camera shape. What do you think of Wavy's camera shape right now? You actually stole his previous camera shape.
I stole his previous shape. I will rate this one an 11 out of 10. This guy continues to iterate, continues to elevate. And look at the calm, cool wave scenario down below. Just slowly going up and down, in and out. You got to vibe with this. This guy
Oh, the
Wavy.
thumbs
He
up.
knows. He knows what I'm talking about him.
He's got.
He
I
looks
think
good.
he's got WWE Raw in the background for me too. I hope he did that on purpose. Cracking the Red Bull. Oh my, dude. I feel like he knows how to get a tweet out there. You know what I mean? He knows how to get that tweet.
That's just
As you
time
see though,
glitch,
we
right?
want to talk about
Yeah.
this variation, and this is going to be one of the most difficult variations we see all night. It's the vertical seesaw, and you see Jabali getting sorry, not Jabali, sorry, Jason Dolly getting hurt by that vertical seesaw right over there. Getting caught up just a little. I'm sorry, just the
Not a kind
plug right
run.
there by Wavy was just incredible. I'm tongue twisted from it. It was amazing.
He's really, really good. Let's break down this group while we wait for the next round and the next round to
Positioning
begin.
here at the beginning
We
is
look
tough.
at Wavy right here. This kid
These are
gets
great
first
fun,
place
man.
here. He has a nice little promo ad for
Thanks
Red
for the
Bull.
follow.
Drink Red Bull. But most of all, this guy has
Product
been
first
second place on
placement. Yeah, there
both
you
of
go.
our FallManias beforehand. What does he do? What does he
Oh, I
need
gotta
to
turn
do
my-
to
my
win
alerts
this
on.
one, GrandPooBear? How do you take those two losses? How do you turn it
They
into
like the
a
new
positive?
cam.
You know, I mean,
glad.
Wavy's. It's come down to Game 7 for him 2 times now. Come down to the final jump, and all Wavy really needs to do. He knows how to win. He's got the most crowns in FallMania history.
That's hilarious.
He's
That's
tied
hilarious.
for the most crowns
get
in
knocked
both
out this
tournaments so
round.
far,
Sadness.
individually. He knows how to win. He just
hilarious.
needs to know how to finish, not make any of those
All right,
early
perfect
mistakes.
match
We've
is
seen
okay. I
him
just
take
gotta
a
focus
first round DoorDash loss in FallMania.
I just gotta
We've seen
focus.
him fall on the block party a few times. He just needs to not kind of take his eye off the
Nice.
prize and just make those finals. Just be consistent, stay consistent, make those finals. As you see, probably the
Someone in
most
their chat
consistent
said
game
Wavy
these
is
players
well
are
on
going to
his way
have
to
all
another
day in
second
match
place.
game. But since the update, match game is completely different.
Oh,
And I want to pull up Ohayed's
Nice.
Delta right here
Great.
because Ohayed's Delta is playing from the land down under Australia right now. She is going to be very decent. She is going to not the way that kind of Fall Guys like hides its lag is very interesting. And so her character is always going to be in a different spot for everybody. So she's going to be able to kind of like knock around or be knocked around on these extra slippery match game tiles that we have now.
Oh, that's some great insights right there.
Yeah.
Remember in FallMania 1, we had Rudenism, who's
Yes.
representing, I believe, New Zealand. Somebody
Yes.
can double check me on that one. But we saw him battle through the desync and, you know, the different servers here. Looks like Delta's going to look to do the same thing. It'll be exciting, like you said, to see those small character movements and see what kind of difference that makes for her.
Yeah. I mean, you can even just see it on the stream delay right here that we're getting too, you know, like,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny. But yeah, she's going to be able to kind of bounce people around. And the other thing, it's going to be kind of her advantage because she's going to look like she's behind on people, like in a Fall Mountain situation. She's going to seem like she's farther behind than she actually is. And it might be able to use that to her advantage a bit.
Watermelon, orange, grape, peach.
Hopefully she can. Let's talk about Jabali here. You brought up his name like Jabaded. Now, you have a special fun fact for me and the viewers out there, right, Pooh?
Yeah, I mean, he is the global emote. Jabaited right there. I'm sure we'll get it spammed here in chat. He's also
These guys are
a
playing with
very
honor.
large proponent of the PS4 version against
Nobody
the
tried to
PC
push the
version.
other off. Oh my
And
God,
he
everybody
did come out here to play on the PC version with, as I quoted, us plebs. And again, I think this is an exact quote. I'll have to check it, but to establish his dominant
Nobody's
fashion
stupid enough.
and how much ass he will kick
Walter,
here
now
in
is
this
not the
tournament
fucking
against
time.
all these
Get out of my
PC
chat, I'm gonna
players.
ban you.
Wow. Wow.
I don't. Yeah, I may or may not have made up all of those quotes. But regardless, Jabali is coming out here to play. He's been training. He's also this is kind of wild. He's our first professional wrestler we've had in this. Jabali, who did wrestle in AEW back at CEO Gaming last year. Like a pretty brutal match. Might I
Awesome.
say. Yeah, so I got
Awesome.
mad
Yeah,
respect
well,
for him
perfect
because
usual.
I'm also a huge wrestling nerd. And I tell you right now, I would never, ever want to climb into a wrestling ring. I like my body way too much. I ain't trying to take that punishment. So shout out to Jabali. You know, I always thought Austin Creed was going to be our first, but Jabali was the man. And as you see right here, we got a team game. None of our players are going to be looking to throw right now.
No, and
Yeah.
this is the upgraded hoarders, right? As we take a
This
look
is
at
insane.
this variation. This is the variation That's going to make you have nightmares at night because this is the one we talked about with Hoarders. It's always the final 10 seconds. You're either in or you're out. And now with these hammers and these donuts running around, you're going to have some big problems here. Blue looks to be just fine, though, as they are controlling about 3 over there, I believe, on the number there. But this is one that will make you worried if you have a problem here.
Yeah, I mean, and as you hear Jason, he's just like, just prevent red from getting it. They're picking on red right now. As you hear that, blue has 6, and that's actually something I don't want to do. I never want to have more than 4 balls in Hoarders, because as soon as you have 6, 7, everybody converges into your space, and then anything can happen. It looks like this wall is going to hold, though, and our players are going to move on. Great teamwork. Great teamwork by our players right there.
Easy qual right there. That's exactly what you want to see. But let's round out our foursome here. Of course, we've seen from 3. Now let's look down. I'm looking at Jason right now. Where's the hair, Jason?
You know what, Jason? He looks good no matter what his hair looks like. Tiger Beat magazine.
The hairstyles on me.
Yeah, Tiger Beat magazine, or what I prefer, the shaved head. I also rock that myself. Looking very, very smooth, very, very slick. Fun fact about Jason Dolly. Last Twitch Rivals, my team played against his team. In fact, last Twitch Rivals, my team won every single crown that we could, except for one, and that was against Jason Dolly in One Shot Girls team. Jason Dolly he knows how to win, man. This man is a dominant player here in Fall Guys. Triple-digit wins himself. As you see him get knocked over by a phantom watermelon. It looked like he dodged it, but that watermelon took him out.
Jabali couldn't debate that apple or that mango as both hit him right there in the face.
Yeah, you see this right side is looking a little rough right now. Wavy is just extending this lead, though. He's looking to handle this fruit shoot just fine. Almost catches that log right at the end, though.
The monkey
Kid game first place, too.
Did I get first?
Wow.
The monkey
if he catches that log could have taken him all the way down. As you see Jabali eliminated.
No, I waited. Everyone else made it. Are you shitting? I should have stuck to the team. Should have stuck to the team.
He knows. You know what? He took that right side, and that right side looked to get hammered with those mangoes, apples, whatever you want to call them. A lot more. You could say he got jabated by that right side there, ladies and gentlemen. That one was free. That one was free.
Nice use right there. Nice use. I like that. Well, he will take a seat as our other 3 will move on into Fall Mountain. This is a Wavy finale right now. Wavy does very well on Fall Mountains. We've seen him succeed. Let's see if he can be our first crown getter of the night. 2 so far already to the NPCs. Let's see if Wavy can be the one, or maybe 2 of our new competitors, Jason and Delta. Let's see what they got on Fall Mountain.
Yeah, Delta getting a horrible start right here. The 3rd row. That is very unfortunate. Jason and Wavy both getting that front row starts. Just not good for Delta right off the bat. But the one thing that she does have the advantage on, this is the upgraded variant Fall Mountain where anything can happen. These balls go flying all over the place. There are these marshmallow balloons all just like flinging players. But Wavy doing a quick turn.
Great stuff.
Oh my gosh. Wavy's looking beautiful.
He might have some issues on the right-hand side, though. He got lucky.
Jason Dolly and Wavy, it's going to come down. Jason jumps just a little too quick. Wavy
That's an all
gets your
win,
first
baby.
crown. The 2-time, second time. Establishing his dominance. Jason Dolly and Wavy at the end. You saw the NPC get knocked off by the hammer. They were both waiting, and you look at this right there. 5 gold medals for Wavy. He's going to be feeling good about that. That is a max score he's going to be receiving. I mean, so coming down to that last play, what do you think happened? Do you think experience played a role there? You know what I mean? Wavy's been in these pressure situations. He knows what he has to do. Did Jason just get a little bit nervous? See that it was Wavy on the other side and maybe jump too early?
That's a great question there, Pooh. We can't speak on behalf of his nerves, but we do know one thing. It is experience coming down for Wavy, right? He's taken loss after loss. He has won numerous times on Fall Mountain. And when it comes to that jump crown scenario, you need to know and be confident in your game plan. And I think we saw Jason right there jump a little too early, maybe even stop a second too early. And that all feeds into Wavy grabbing that crown, stealing that from you. And a great win for Wavy. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, I absolutely want to check out that replay because it did look like Jason might have been able to get the crown and the come up. You know, that was just an incredible finish. As you see Delta right there, you saw the face, very proud of that no jump she just committed. And then Wavy with this gorgeous, see, the problem is Wavy didn't pick out. You got to pick out the, you got to go with the side. When you drink it, you got to go on the proper side. You know what I mean? He didn't have the label out right there. He should have turned his face the other way. You see Jabali right here on Hoarders. All our players working together. That was just beautiful to see. All our players working together.
That was a
Hoarders.
very strong performance. This is Jabali getting hit twice in a row with the fruit. That was the end of him. This is going to be one of the best plays Wavy ever has in his book right there. To barely make it past the pretzel stick and the first place. You got to love seeing that for Wavy. And that could be the definition of his night right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And this coming in right here, you just see Jason
a lot of hezzy steps. A lot of hezzy steps from Jason.
Yeah, Jason, it looked like he wanted to keep momentum, and then he knew he was going to have to stop or go, and he made the choice to go, and it was just a little too early. Wasn't able to get that tippy top crown grab. Wavy was able to just wait it out then, make an easy crown grab for the W. 5 gold medals. Let's check out the scores right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I want to see this perfect score, Pooh, right now. 1280 for Wavy. So that is a crown, and that is nothing but gold right there. That is what it will get you. And look at the separation. 335, 405, 440 for Delta to sit in the second place, but Wavy a huge advantage here heading into the next 2 rounds here on Team Fall Mountain.
Yeah, you see nobody out of it at all. Jabali, despite not making the finals, only down about 100 on Delta, which that is a difference between a gold medal and a pink medal. So that is just one race right there, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody is still in it. However, Wavy's feeling good. Wavy's feeling good, you know? Wavy's feeling good. I think the crowd's happy about that perfect score too. Wavy has definitely become a fan favorite here. We've talked about it, the two-time. Let's check out Wavy's player card right now. His playstyle ever evolving. Playstyle choke artist. Oh my god.
Okay, it is evolving. It is evolving.
My dude. Oh, his go-to costume. He be switching it up. The two-time. 2 second places in FallMania as we get started with round 2.
I hope he walks out of this one a champion, and then he can write back my playstyle just to dominate people. That's what I'm hoping for him to say.
Choke artist, man.
Dude,
dang, dude. I like, you know what? I'm glad he's having fun with it.
All right, so we see the big Yeetus on the front of that quick walk step right there. That's a new feature that they've added in there. I don't know if it deters me that much. Pooh, is that deterring you, that new spinning hammer there?
I mean, it does force you to take a different angle, I think. I really don't want to go to that sideways big Yeetus. The last thing I want to do is get involved in any sort of ruckus early in on Whirligig, especially when the rest of Whirligig is so consistent and relatively easy. So I'll usually just opt to take the yellow pads myself in that situation. You see, looking for a 6th gold medal from Wavy right here.
Place, baby.
Just dominating as he rolls in there. Jason gonna be not far behind. Jabali not far behind. Delta not far behind either. But damn, Wavy just looking impressive again. But yeah, I believe you are gonna change the angle a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. I kind of wish that big Yeetus just a little bit bigger, or it was facing the other way, so it would actually take you through the stage, you know?
Oh, that could be a lot of fun. It'll be very exciting. Of course, we saw some screenshots revealed today from Mediatonic when we look at Season 2 just around the corner, but this fresh new update to add the variations have really brought some energy. And for FallMania 3, you couldn't have asked for a better situation. We've given all 16 of our competitors a little over a week to try out this new update and the new modes here and prepare for what could be $5,000 in their back pocket. Wavy looks to be unfazed right now. And I think this is the one, right? He's had his coming out party. I think this is when he plants the flag in the ground and says, hey, I am FallMania champion. I think this has got to be the one.
Yeah, I mean, Wavy I don't see him taking his foot off the pedal at all. You see another seesaw coming in, and we're going to get a different variant than we had last time. I think this is just the normal no,
this one's missing a couple of the middle ones, and it has the big Yeetus at the end.
Yeah, this is actually a really good variant right here. The first and second sections are different, and like Mike said, it's got a big Yeetus. That big Yeetus is definitely going to come into play. I hope all our players opt to get yeeted.
No, get yeeted is definitely the name of the
Get
game
yeeted.
here. We're going to find out, but another big one as well. With this variation, the lack of a middle seesaw really throws off a lot of the casual audience, really just a lot of the audience in general for this past week. So that's going to be a big one you want to keep an eye out for our players. Seesaws is already so well known for having some bad situations. Now imagine losing about 2 or 3 of those seesaws.
Oh my gosh, Jason just made a beautiful play to stay on the seesaw, but he's going to end up falling off,
dude? Are you
despite
fucking
it,
serious?
and gets probably the worst checkpoint he could. As you see all these beans just waiting for one of these seesaws to fall down.
Shout out to
Neither
Delta
of them
for
are coming
making it
down.
out. Yeah, Delta's going to go top
Delta's
3
the only one that's
position
gonna
here.
call right
No
here.
problem
No,
for
she's
her.
way
And
out
also,
front.
she makes it out of the mayhem, thankfully. And there's that lack of middle seesaw, like we talked about,
Oh
can
my
really
god, that
impact the
guy
game.
helped me. Thank God.
Yeah, you hear Jabali getting helped by the crowd. He's going to come
Is
up
that
to
Wavy
Big
all the
Yeetus
way in
right
first
now.
place again?
What Wavy's doing right now? Wavy's character going crazy. Is Wavy going to opt for Big Yeetus? He's not going to opt for Big Yeetus.
Nobody going to go for the big yeet. Now, Pooh, have you been yeeting yourself over with this yet?
I see no reason not to, honestly, other than, you're playing for $5,000 and worried about not qualifying in a tournament. But, I mean, still,
Hopefully top.
to yeet or not to yeet, you choose yeet.
You always choose.
I would never disrespect Mediatonic by not using Big Yeetus,
What's up,
I have
Brian?
mad respect for Mediatonic and putting it in the game. I feel like if it's there, you got to use it. You see a big silver medal right there by Ohay's Delta. That is going to help extend her second place lead. Top 2 is all you need to be here in these first 2 rounds, ladies and gentlemen.
Monkey guy there?
In these group stages, that is what she's looking for, and that is going to help her. As we've seen, kudos are definitely going to come into play. But all 4 of our players kind of lucky to qualify after what we've seen.
Yeah, everybody making it through right now, kind of at their own pace. No breakout star like Wavy on that last one, except for Delta did a really good job. We'll show her a lot of love. And I'm seeing a lot of chat call-outs. Loving the t-shirt, the Mew and the Mewtwo t-shirt. Killer combo right over there at the bottom right of your screen, so make sure to keep an eye out on that. But let's jump over with Wavy. He's been on Jump Showdown a couple of times with $5,000 on the line. Now he is at Jump Club, the easier, smaller little brother version. Who no real big variations to this besides maybe just a little bit faster spinning speed.
Yeah, I mean, this one is, I think the variation on this one is that, again, the NPCs are just, their game keeps leveling up. Every week we do FallMania, the NPCs are just getting better. That skill gap is closing on these players. And, people are also getting more grabby, more aggressive as players aren't worried about getting their crowns. They've got all the costumes that are in the shop. They start, caring less about, a murder-suicide situation, and you never know if one of our viewers are out there and just happens to be in one of these games. And they're trying to get involved in FallMania right now. Anything can happen. I think. Wow! And just as I say that,
It is what
Wavy is eliminated. I think he's going to be okay because he does have that crown to rely on. But if one of our other 3 players is able to get a crown here in this second round, Wavy,
Crap, dude.
We're going to have a
get
discussion
eliminated.
come game
Did
3
Jabali
is
go
right.
down as well? Jabali also goes down, ladies and gentlemen. Get Jabated twice. And that's going to be huge for Delta and Jason at Dolly. They are in a battle right now for second place with a possibility to go ahead and move into first place with Wavy out. There's 17 players probably looking at a tiptoe right now, would be my guess.
Yeah, we're hoping for a nice easy one. We've seen some high level ones, but we're gonna get tail tag right now. Okay,
this is huge for both of these players. Neither one of them are excited about it. Tail tag is one of those nerve-wracking games because you can do everything right for 1 minute and 29 seconds and then just have one small mistake and it's all over for you. You see, Jason's going to be trying to get a tail right away. Delta starts with one and she's going to just jump back and forth. And this is going to be kind of interesting because I'm wondering how Delta's desync is going to really affect her. Like, These players that are running towards Delta to grab her tail are going to be a lot closer than they appear on screen. They're going to be able to snag her tail from what seems like a mile away on her own screen. So she's got to be really, really careful and have her eyes really moving all 360 degrees.
Oh, that's good. Okay. All right.
Yeah, smart insights right there. She is going to take the smarter, stay on top of the platform mentality. She is going to get grabbed, though, by the unicorn.
47 seconds.
And you saw it right there. And then you saw her try to grab and not able to get it.
Oh.
That's tough.
Yeah, and that is the struggle of playing here in FallMania. We do use U.S. hosts.
She's right there.
Unfortunately, you know, it's gonna be rough. She's getting held off right now. Neither one of these players. Oh, she's going. Is she going right now for Jason? No, I'm sorry. That is a different orange bean. And she is able to snag a tail, and she's gonna take off right now. You see Jason. He's rolling around the ground on the outside. He's rolling around right there on that ramp. He's going to be able to survive. There's 10 seconds left.
Okay, Delta right there on the tail. Oh, she's in the mix here. Which one is she going to come out with? Nobody there. Oh, tough.
Delta is going to be eliminated, and Jason Dolly right here.
I took one and a half.
Not just a chance to move into second place, but he is playing in a championship round all alone.
Delta's out?
That's exactly what you wanted right there for Jason. This is a big moment for him. This is that separation factor to get up to the wavy level and try to get away from the other two competitors that you're looking at, Jabali and Delta. He's going back to Hex right now. Let's see how he plays. We're looking for that 6th gear running. Crank it down to 1st gear, slow jumping. Let's see if Jason has it.
Yeah, and you see Jason right here in the monkey top, blue bottoms with the red sleeves.
My way, did you?
He is going to try and stay on this top layer as long as he can. Gets a great jump down. And one thing he's doing is he's kind of jumping back and forth over these spots, and that's allowing him to get like go back. Wow. It's kind of leaving yourself a trail to go back, but you see he immediately drops down to the purple. I don't think that's going to be too big a deal for him, but with 8 people, you definitely don't want to fall down too many layers because someone can just catch a whole bunch of purple or a whole bunch of gold, and that's it. It's over. But I believe he's actually going to be the only person on this purple right now, and he's going to get a little bit of this purple all to himself as players fight for this gold below him.
Oh, somebody started eating up the gold right below him. That's too bad. He's going to go all the way down.
Monkey comes where he's going to go. He's going to jump to this ninja. Smartly does not dive, though. I like that.
Yep.
And he's going to hit it in one. And do you see he's skipping every other layer right there? I think that's a great idea because that lets you go one way and then cut back the other. You know what I mean?
That's some very smart jumping skills is right.
Yeah, it allows you to kind of cut off other players while still leaving all of your hexes.
That's a tough one there for the casual audience as I look at that, Pooh. What do you have to do to make that jump? Is that just a straight A, or is that a running start into an A jump there?
Yeah, you're gonna want to take a running start into that. You see, right now, Jason Dolly, he's going a little bit faster because he's going to want to cut off this banana. Beautiful play right there to cut off that banana.
And the double tile take, look at that killer right there.
Yeah, that could not have worked out better for him. But he's going to opt to go down, and he's going to regret that decision. He skipped that yellow, and he is going to be down to the blue, and he is stuck on this side too, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he's going to be able to get to the other side as bean after bean falls down next to him, and they are just eating this side out. He's looking for a way to get there, but he is stuck.
Got to get this kid off and try to eat as much as you can before it's over. There goes the ninja to cut him off.
Yeah.
There's 3 kids on that side. Oh, Jason.
And that is going to be it. An NPC victory is going to end that round right there. But Jason Dolly, you know what I mean? He gained points on every single player because he outlasted them. He got a solo chance at a crown. About as low pressure as you get. Unfortunately, Jason Dolly coming up short again. We saw him not get the crown there in round 1. We saw him not get the crown there in round 2. But he has to be feeling good. He's the only player that's made both finals. He's playing the most consistent Fall Guys in this group right now.
If I'm Jason or if I'm Delta, I'm feeling good about where I stand currently, kind of in the mix for that 2nd and 3rd place. And I'm looking forward to game number 3 to try to separate myself from that other person. Wavy with that crown. Nobody gets a crown in game number 2. He's sitting pretty right now. But I'm looking at Jason. I'm looking at Delta. Jabali, I don't know. You're debating me. You got to do something, my guy. Got to see something out of Jabali here.
We need a crown. We need a crown out of you, Jabali. I'm looking at you to get a crown right here. He needs to come in clutch. like Kenny Omega in the Tokyo Dome. Jabali will get that reference, ladies and gentlemen. We need him to win a championship right now. Let's go ahead and check out our scores for
As
that
they
round.
get prepared. All right.
Sorry, our scores for that round. You see Wavy still in front, 14.95. Coming in second right now, passing up Delta by 35 points, kind of flip-flopping their positions. Jason Dolly outlasting all our players, going to move into second at 8:45. Delta definitely still in it at 8:10. And then Jabali at 5:50. I mean, let's be real here. Jabali could still make this up on kudos if we get an early loss from Jason or Delta. And quite frankly, we've seen that already through our first two groups here in FallMania. Anything can happen with these variant stages. So still very much in it, even without a crown.
It's 100% true there, GrandPooBear, right? Jabali could get a crown, could potentially be in this. As you see, that 1280 for Wavy is definitely going to be that crown boost. But I'm looking at Wavy right now, right? In my mind, Wavy has now punched his ticket into the semifinals because he is about, 600 plus ahead of you over Jason and Delta. So he's looking pretty good. Let's check out our replays right now from our production team. And, oh, wow, it's going to start off with Jason just kind of getting the yeet in, ragdolling around here in the whirligig.
Yeah, getting abused there in the whirligig. Speaking of getting abused in whirligig, Jabali just got beat up right there. Somehow didn't get yeeted, though, at the end. You know who didn't have any problem in the whirligig? Product placement himself, Wavy. You love
Great
to
jump
see
there.
it.
That was the jump you were talking about coming
Yeah.
in from Jason. That quick little tiptoe and then a big jump was incredible to see.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, though, at the end. You know, he
Yeah,
still fell off the yellow.
The only thing that mattered was Delta's big performance there. I believe takes second or
Look,
third there. It was a great one.
What happened to Wavy here? I mean, that nobody even grabbed him. That was just a misplay right there. And the same thing to Jabali. You know, simply just missing his jump. You see him screaming right there, not happy. And speaking of missing, we're missing her tail at the end of this game.
Oh.
And you know that's got to tear her up because she wanted to play for that crown. You know.
So close right there. She
Yeah.
could have been in this small, limited number hexagon. And look at where it took Jason, right? He was right there at the end. Unfortunately, couldn't get on that left side. Like you said, the right side was just getting eaten up, and he got stuck there.
Yeah. And we are back here, our third and final round of this group
Hopefully
stage.
we don't get one of the fucking really weird cycles.
As you hear Wavy talking about those cycles right here, gate crash, and like we talked about earlier, gate crash is really, really weird now. These gates, all of these gates can just do any sort of pattern, and it's really, really hard to deal with. Luckily, it seems to be getting a relatively vanilla pattern here. Outside of that second to last gate, everything is going to be just normal, and Wavy is going to be able to make easy short work of that. Jason Dolly right behind him.
Yep. Everybody looking good. That's going to be Jabali across the line. As long as Delta makes it here, she's got no problems. She's going to be perfect. And that's one we've had two of these so far, and everything has looked smooth. They haven't got the variation yet, Pooh, where all three of the final doors are up at the same time. That's one that everybody's having problems with right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what
As
they
you
got.
see,
Final round.
Delta's got a little, looks like she's getting a little nervous. Yeah, she's getting,
We got a lot of
you know,
time.
covering the face, maybe chewing
to
the
win, yeah,
nails a
I'm
little
fine,
bit,
man.
you know, getting a little anxious right now. We're seeing
For Believe
the
Land,
pressure
yeah.
start to mount as these
gonna owe it to
games
the
go
people
on,
that
and these
Believe Land,
players
yeah.
know that each and every kudo is making a
thank you for watching
huge
my
difference to
channel.
whether they will
Alright, my bad,
advance in
thanks.
FallMania or not. And then we've seen it already. We've seen one of our players go down to Hit Parade. Cliffy in that first round earlier. Hit Parade variants can do all sorts of things. I think this one is pretty... Yep, this is a pretty normal Hit Parade, though, so these players shouldn't have any issue.
I am not.
They're going to be able to
So
do
I'm
their
not gonna
normal
try and get that
strats right
over.
here. Jason Dolly with the front row start. Wavy in the back. Delta in the front for once, though. Give that girl a front row start.
And there's Jason with the 360 strat into the slime. Doesn't look like it's really going to help him. He is able to get up there. He'll be in the pack. Wavy and Jabali make it through, no problem. That is going to be Delta with the side entrance run. Can she make it? They're catching up to her. Is she going to make this? I think she's going to make it here, folks.
One more. She got in.
She did it. That's incredible to watch.
Wow. What a play by Hey, it's Delta. That is going to allow her to really cruise. Getting the boost from the ball, too. She's going for world record time. Unfortunately, everybody's
here
out of nowhere.
Where did they come from?
Where did they come from? She's laughing about it. She had the gold medal, and everyone just kind of came out of nowhere, though.
Hey, it's David. Hey, it's Delta. Both with an incredible side entrance run here in FallMania on the big stage. You're able to get what some may never do. That is an awesome run to see from Delta.
Wow, though, where did the catch up? I think when she ragdolled, she lost more time than she saved with the ball bounce. You know,
it was a very cool ball bounce. Very cool ball bounce. We have not seen that, and that's also the vertical swinging hammers. We haven't seen that yet. That's a new variation. Also, be mindful out there. The donuts now, the inflatable donuts do go all the way to the side and actually stop on the side now. Back in the day during FallMania 1 and 2, they would kind of get to the side but stop so you can take that side, no problem. Now they go all the way across.
Yeah.
Easy.
We're talking about as we're focusing on Jason Dolly right here. He's saying watermelon orange, not shortening them at all.
We learned about that one. I'll tell you when. That is one of my co-host Gary Witta's biggest new things now. It's just shortening the words to just starting letters like you taught him. He loved it.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's such a simple thing. You know what I mean? It's like something we all learned in third grade, but you never really apply it now to your day-to-day life. So you forget about it. You see our other players.
She's going to be yelling the full words while laughing at the same time.
She called it a peach? Yo, it is not a peach. It is absolutely not a peach. Like, it might be a mango, could be an apple.
Peach is out there. Peach is a bad third option. I don't know about that.
O-C-W-B.
Okay, Wavy's going to try the single letter.
A-O-C.
He might be struggling here. Now he's got the flow. There he goes.
A-O-C-W-B. A-O-C-W-B. I have no idea.
And remember last week when we saw Majin Taj jump off the side of this boo? Was that him? Who was the one that jumped off the side? Was great to watch. What a great time
that was Majin Taj. Absolutely.
Oh, man. He was mad at that one.
Yeah, as we go here, all our players are going to be able to get through. Jason Dolly. You know, Jason Dolly is in the video game Corey in the House for the DS.
I usually will forget one.
That's a fun one to know. No, I did not know that.
Yeah. You know,
Corey in the House for my Nintendo DS. No, I don't think I own that one. I'll have to buy it now.
Yeah, I mean, he was in Corey in the House. He acted in Good Luck Charlie.
Hopefully.
Yeah, he's been all over the place here.
Taken off.
I like
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's against the rules.
You know what? I got him. That's pretty cool. I mean, I was just in the credits of Spelunky, but I mean, I wasn't in Spelunky. Corey in the House, DS, big speedrun game right there.
Big GDQ game right there. That's the one. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep an eye out on Wavy right now here. Him and Jabali did go down on the last Jump Club. And if you are a Wavy fan, this is something where Wavy should be perfect throughout Jump Club, right? After we know about FallMania 1 and 2, this is where he should be perfect. He should be showing you that he's ready to lock it in this week. Yeah, and that's what I want to see from him.
You know what? We've talked about it. I mean, when Wavy makes it to the finals, he's got an incredible winning percentage. His problem is that he's not always making those finals. He takes some really abstract losses that allow players to catch up to him. So I have to think after that last Jump Club, he's going to be on it now. Like, he got his warning. Going to try and shake that out of his system. You see Delta is getting kind of pushed around a little bit right there. Oh, she's going to get a very bad cycle and somehow makes it through. Going to get another bad cycle right behind it.
She got to get out of this.
Cycle.
Oh, wow. She got to get out of this. Get out of there.
Oh,
she's in trouble there.
Not going to be able to survive that one.
Still 3 more,
and I think that's going to be it for Delta. Oh,
that was her comeback special right there, but now with Jason still in, that will be the final step away is right. But for Jabali, right, that's the one you want. Jabali needs to be part of this now. He needs to be in this mix right here.
Yeah, unfortunately for Delta, I mean, she caught that one ragdoll and just could knock it out. She kept trying to run with it, but she needed to run against it at that point.
I don't see her
to get underneath that big log, rod? What?
I don't see her.
Log, rod,
Log,
arm,
rod? What are those?
Arm spinning
What do we
arm?
call arms? Whatever it is, she needed to get underneath it. Unfortunately,
Redemption,
that's going to
possibly?
be it for her. You know what, ladies and gentlemen,
Possibly?
definitely go check out Delta's stream. We'll be posting the link in our chat right now. She is awesome and amazing, an incredible streamer, amazing Fall Guys
Wavy,
player.
what you got?
You can catch her whipping up on the Beast almost daily in Fall Guys. So give her all the love. She is great and an incredible Kaizo player too. I might say, and we got a couple other Kaizo players coming in later here with Shoujo. As we go into Hexagon, 3 of our players, including Jabali, the first time we're going to be able to see his prowess at Hexagon.
Oh, so
you see
was that-
Jason
oh,
Dolly
dude,
just
the
take
amount of ragdolls
an unfortunate
that I've had in
amount
this
of
tournament.
ragdolls
It's unbelievable.
right there.
Ooh, Jay Bailey over there, just barely making it through. And as I take a look over at his side,
Oh, dude,
he's the
I
guy who
just
likes to
completely
stay out
misread
on
that.
the far sides, eat up
Totally
those
just misread
outsides,
that.
and then slowly start to kick it down to first gear when he's ready. But his first Hexagon appearance, 15 people on Hex as well. This is going to be a big, fast and furious Hex right here. And Wavy going to just hold on to gold. And he's got
cut my
gold for
mans off.
days up here for
Yeah.
Wavy.
Unfortunately, Jabali cut himself off from that yellow thing. We saw Jason make the move earlier where he was skipping tiles. Jabali, if he would have utilized that strat, wouldn't have cut himself off. Does it again, in fact. We see him cut himself off from this yellow tile again. He's going to be met with another person. Doesn't really matter if you cut him off if there's nothing
nothing
next to you
on
and nothing underneath you, which there isn't, unfortunately. Jabali has taken a couple mental mistakes. He's getting on that blue. He's going to have to make a big hexagon. Come on, Jabali.
He's
Get
going to
it.
get collided with
Oh,
Jason
no.
over here. Wavy's got
Wavy.
one. He's going to share spot.
Jason
14,
are right
Wavy,
next to
no.
each other.
Really win?
All
Wow.
players eliminated.
Is it Jabali?
NPC win
We
again.
see the NPC with the victory. You saw it come down there, though. Wavy, Jason, right behind Jabali, honestly. Jabali was not in that. And Jabali could have got that if he didn't cut himself off from those 2 rows. You know what I mean? He could have went back, and then he would have been all alone on those upper areas. Meanwhile, Jason Dolly, who I think is going to did enough to move on right there, very consistent, making all 3 finals, was in contention for a crown each and every single time. Just missed that crown by a few hexagons right there. Playing really well. Wavy, of course, we saw him get the crown, but I like what Jason did. He kind of, it looked like he saw Wavy and went towards him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He didn't shy away from it, which I like.
No, it was those 2 and one other NPC left on the hexagon. It was just interesting. Those 2 got caught up in it. And like you said, he was not afraid to step up to the challenge, took a couple hexes from Wavy, put him off kilter, and they both get eliminated. But this is a big game for Jason Dolly to now move on into the semis. We're going to get the official
Dolly,
kudo count in
that's
just
a
a moment. Yeah, don't
I'm
worry.
distortioning him. I'm distortioning our man. You know what I mean?
Everybody gets
distortioning
one,
him.
Twitch chat. Remember that.
Chat,
Everybody gets one.
Chat. I'm the bad guy in his chat now. Let's go to the scores. I'm the bad guy in his chat. I'm the heel today. I'm the Jesus this week. All right, as we got Wavy right there coming in with 1,900 points. He's going to be moving on to the next group stage. No surprise there. Jason Dolly coming in with 1,285, able to hold off Delta, who, Delta, she came to play today. She was getting first places. She just had an unfortunate set of circumstances there on the jump club. You know?
She was playing very well, Pooh, like you said, and that jump club just got kind of weird for her, right? We saw her sneak through about 3 in a row, and then I think it was on that 4th one, just couldn't get what she needed, and that was a really well-played effort by her, but unfortunate she just couldn't get the timing there.
Yeah, and then, of course, Jabali coming up in our 4th place position. Unfortunately, we're going to say goodbye to Delta and Jabali. I thank both of them for coming and playing. Shout out to Jabali. Go check him out. CEO Gaming, I believe, is the channel he is streaming on right now. And Delta, I believe it's Hey Delta. You guys check out both of those players right here. They are both amazing, both awesome people. We really appreciate you guys joining us here for FallMania 3. Check out these replays from that last round. You see Wavy, the two-time, getting those first places. We saw Delta. If nothing else, this establishes her skill. This is such a hard strat to do right there.
We've only seen it happen
no
once
problem.
before. That is the move. That's on your top 10 ESPN highlight reel plays.
Yeah, this finish though was on the not top 10, unfortunately. Yeah, you see Delta
she
trying to push Jason off.
Okay.
I like it. Unfortunately, right here, you see it. She got ragdolled once. She tries to run away. It's ragdolled finally for the last time. Just couldn't make it happen. And Jason, this was the problem for him. Like,
Look
he
at
just
this.
yeah, I mean, he just was all over the place. I mean, to do that, to start with that, and then come down to the final, 4 players here was incredibly impressive.
Look at that aggression. Look at these two going head-to-head in Hex. That's what you want to see. And unfortunately, just didn't pay off for the both of them. But they most likely will both be moving on. I believe we just saw the scores. They will be. So
Yes.
over on our left-hand side, Jump Showdown and Fall Mountain will now four will see each other in the semifinals. Gary, Sly Fox, Wavy, and Jason Dolly. We still got a second half of our first round bracket coming your way right now with Hexagon next. Pooh, tell me the 4 over here.
Yo, we got Fant, Xwater, Kate, and Sancho West. I call this the group of death. All 4 of these players could come out and win this, and I wouldn't be surprised if any of them. All 4 of these players are worthy of playing in any Fall Guys tournament out there. They're all incredible. We're talking about triple-digit or close to triple-digit wins for all of them right here. Xwater's taking money off me in money games. Same with Fant. You got Sancho West, who's probably watched more Fall Guys than anybody else, on top of playing an incredible amount of Fall Guys as well, being the Twitch Rivals Fall Guys caster. And then you got Kate Stark. We talked about Kate before. She's the co-host of Talking Guys right there. Kate, I played games last night with Felicia Day, one of Kate's friends. Kate, the other night, gave herself a pedicure and casually railed off 4 crowns.
Wow.
While giving herself a pedicure. All right? Like, that's insane. Not a gel pedicure, which I told was more intense. I did not know that. I'm not a man of substance, obviously. So all of these players right here are just incredibly accomplished. This is the group of death. It's almost unfair that the brackets ended up the way they did.
This is going to be a fun one to watch right here. Of course, my favorite, Xwater out there, sleeveless tee again. That's what I like to see. Put the guns out on display for me.
He heard you. You know what? He gives the people what they want. As you see, Kate Stark jumping out to an early lead, but hits a brick wall, and she's gonna opt to not try anymore. And I like that play. I think you hit one wall. If you hit a brick, you let someone else get it, and you just try to like kind of climb in behind them. Because if you hit 2 or 3 brick walls, you can really catch yourself behind.
Totally agreed, Pooh. I think you get the first 2 lines, maybe 3, to test out that fun game of seeing if you could be the one. But after that, it is fall in line, stay close, and make sure you qualify. And it looks like we will have Sancho West, number 1. A quick number 2 is Xwater.
Strong competition.
Yeah, I mean, and you looked at Sancho Champ. He looked back at the crowd that is not there currently to get their approval, and I love that confidence.
Mike appreciates
I absolutely love that confidence. You know what I mean? Feeling good after a gold medal in DoorDash, which is quite frankly a game you're not supposed to get a gold medal in. So anytime you can get those extra kudos, that's really, really awesome.
Using my energy right
Yeah,
now.
that's a big win right there. We talk about that. That's one of the 2 games right here where these should be easy qualifies, but somehow
Sarah,
if you get stuck in the mix, you could be eliminated early. So you want to make it through. Guess what? We're going to Gate Crash right after that. Let's see what the variations we'll see on this one.
Don't peak too early. You never want to PB by too much.
Yeah, Xwater talking. You don't want to peak too early. And he knows it's all about the crowns. But I mean, Sancho and Xwater right there coming in first and second by a large margin. We got Kate Stark has that front row spot. Fant right behind her in the solid green bean. I like the naked beans. A lot of players opting for the naked bean here today.
The naked bean is a classic, Pooh, and especially with the color combinations and the different patterns, you can really make it your own, make it unique. So it is fun to see those naked beans take a run. He's gonna get stuck. Gets
this
doubled
is gonna be tough
with the
for
donuts right there.
Unlucky, yeah, and we talked about it. That was one of the variations. I actually think that's the hardest variation. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason it's so hard is it actually kind of disguises itself as the normal everyday gate crash. So it's very easy to screw that one up. Fant is going to be lucky, though, and get through Kate Stark, as you see, top 20%.
And we do have her co-host out here, Gary Witta. He has punched his ticket into the semifinals from Group Jump Showdown, currently in the Twitch chat. So make sure to give a holler over to the Rogue One, Gary Witta. He loves to talk with all those incredible viewers out there, and he is pumped up to head into the semifinals. Let's see if his co-host, Kate, can make a splash here in game number 1 with what Pooh is calling the group of death.
Oh, this is such a hard group. It's almost unfair. Like, I mean, honestly, whichever 2 players don't make it out of this group totally deserve the comeback, because this group is all full of just incredibly talented Fall Guys players, you know?
Ooh, and we're going to go to Fruit Shoot, another very tough one
dangerous
right
game.
here. And this is an early Fruit Shoot, right? This is game number 1 for them, round 3 for them in the show, and that is a lot going down right now. Let's see what they can do, who chooses which side, and if they can make it through.
You know, one thing I think that's interesting, actually, is we have Sancho and Xwater both opting for the champion's outfit, the boxer right there. So I'm wondering if that's going to create any sort of rivalry between them to kind of establish who's the best boxer.
Ooh, I like that. I was thinking maybe a brotherhood, a collab right now. But it looks like Xwater will take the front lead.
Yeah, Sancho takes an orange right there, but he's doing a great job avoiding the rest of these fruit. Meanwhile, this left side is looking really rough. It's kind of split into 2 groups.
Oh, baby.
Fant is Xwater are going to be in the front. Kate is going to be in the second group, and she's going to hope to avoid that banana. She does. Doesn't get the berries.
Make it.
All our players gonna make it through. We could be looking at a fall ball right here. We got an even number. We could also be looking at Hoopsie Daisy. We could be looking at a rock and roll with 18 left. There's a tiptoe is in play. All these games are in play right now. A lot of games that we could get.
I needed that glove.
Wow.
Baby.
I mean, just look at the level of gameplay that we're getting out of this group right now. This group is insane.
A lot of points.
If you were a viewer, you got to be impressed with
Give us
how
a
we
team
have
game. Let's
woken
go.
up here for FallMania
Team
3
game,
and have
guaranteed.
really started to
Not
hit our
getting
stride,
behind
right?
here.
This
Yeah.
team
Love it.
coming in for Team Hexagon is ready to fire on all cylinders. They're going to get a Hoops of Daisy, and now we get to have a little bit of fun looking at all 4 and seeing who might be the breakout star after this game. But a lot of talent here, and like you said,
Going
Sancho
straight for this
West
boy.
casting the Twitch Rivals Fall Guys tournaments. He has seen a lot of Fall Guys, and he knows the ins and outs of this game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Sancho West, he kind of gets the meta brought to him, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to search out the meta. It's kind of being brought to him by watching all these Fall Guys tournaments. And he's casting the NA, casting the Europe, you know what I mean? So he's seeing it from all these different areas where other players might have to, you know, seek that information out, you know, with some Google or just have some friends show them what they're seeing. So Sancho definitely has an advantage in that aspect. You know, he's kind of a student of the game in that aspect. And you see our yellow squad right here just
dominating.
It.
Let's see if they hit up into the you know, like we talked about the last time, you know, my team's highest one was 69 and 70. Let's see if this squad can come out blazing. I mean, they have a full minute left. Let's see if they get up into the 60s or 70. This is a very strong yellow squad right now on a Hoops of Daisy.
You see Kate right there getting the making a nice play to get that extra hoop through the low jump, which is actually a very, very difficult jump. It's a very tough timing jump.
Oh, almost beat that guy too.
Yeah. And she's, you know, I like this costume combo she's rocking. The egg head, no bottoms.
Very cute costume right now. I think that's the best part about Fall Guys is everybody, your mother, your grandmother, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your best friend, your sister could all have their own favorite jelly bean, and everybody gets to make their own, which is the coolest.
You know, we were talking. I was talking about it earlier, but we just recently got an exclusive skin for playing in another tournament, and that skin makes people really sweaty at you. Jason Dolly actually has that skin as well, so I'm curious if he'll bust it out at any point in the tournament, or if he'll leave it in the closet to avoid getting griefed really hard. You know, and you see our squad right here at 58. Definitely looks like they're
separating
gonna pass
away
60.
from the pack.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they're going to pass 60 here.
Look at that last minute grab. 63, no 64.
Wow.
Well, good
No
energy
Nintendo,
from our
Nintendo.
team Hexagon. All 4 will continue to move on after that solid team win. And we're getting closer and closer to the finale of game number 1 here for them.
12
and
people.
This is going to be the separation factor, right? 12 people. We get something big. One of these guys and gals got to come out of it. Or maybe we can get a tippy toe. Let's find out what they get.
I think these players want to go straight to the final, and they do. Xwater wanted a hex.
Let's go.
But instead, they're in Fall Mountain, and we talk these variations in Fall Mountain. Anything can happen. It doesn't look like there's anything except for that last hammer. Beautiful start right here for Kate in that front right. Everyone else in the second and third row. Kate Stark, this is her game to lose right now. I don't want to put any pressure, and she gets a
great start right there.
Beautiful start. Oh, gonna slide in under that ball.
And there's that middle use of the diamond. We love that middle use of the diamond.
I love to see it.
Oh, and we got the donuts.
Clean right now.
Oh, got hit right there and got stuck. Now she's in the middle.
That
Can
was
she get
fucking
through?
devastating.
It's going to be a race to the end here, folks.
Oh my gosh,
Everybody
there's
is locked
so
in
much.
on this one,
We have
folks.
all 4 players on the right. All 4 players looking to get it.
Hey, review that.
All
And
4
unfortunately-
eliminated. NPC
Review that.
win.
Review that, baby.
Review that, he says.
Where's the flag?
Wow. Sancho thinks he got it. I think Xwater thought he got it. Kate was dominating there until that rogue ball just kind of shot out of nowhere.
Oh.
Took her out. She hit that one one mushroom platform, or sorry, mushroom slider right there, and it just took her out. She couldn't recover it, knocked her right into the hammer, and that was it for her, unfortunately. And you saw what type of lead she had, because it took players, 2 ragdolls to catch up to her. So unfortunately, that's going to be one she's going to want to get back. But all these players are going to be razor thin as we go into this after this
the
first round.
GrandPooBear, aptly named Group of Death, lived up to it, right?
Oh,
All
yeah.
4 of them made it to the finals. All 4 of them qualified every round at a high number, and they battled there on Fall Mountain. Kate had a great start, and like you saw with Xwater and you saw with Sancho West, that could have been anybody's game right there. We'll have to review the tape, but the NPC will take that one there again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to go by Fall Guys server rules. We cannot award a crown when one did not exist. But let's go ahead and check out the scores here for round 1 of this Group of Death, Group Hexagon. You got Xwater leading the way at 545. Wow. Those gold medals stacking up. Coming in next, and just completely all 3 of them grouped up together. Sancho West at 475. Led by that front place DoorDash. You got Kate Stark 440, and then Fant at 405. But really, I mean, anybody's game right now. Anybody's game.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want heading into game number 2, right? Everybody is neck and neck. It's all about the kudos, who can get the crown. And looks like we're going to have a nice little highlight reel once again from our production team. And that's Sancho West, just getting you pumped up right there on a first place placement.
I loved it. You see right here, Fant, I mean, this really cost him right there. He ended up taking a pink medal from that one. He just got abused by that gate crash variant.
Oh, you see Kate right there shaking her head. I cannot believe she made it through that fruit shoot right there after taking that early. But won't matter now because it's on to game number 2. GrandPooBear, take us away right now.
It's fine. Get up.
Yeah, right here we're looking at the
Get up,
whirly
baby boy.
gig
All right,
and
let's go.
jumping out to an early lead. Xwater and Fant are going to be right through there. Kate, unfortunately, having a little bit of problem getting up to that second ledge. But she's going to be through there, and it's all going to come down to who gets the middle. Who gets the middle, who risks it for the biscuit, and who takes the safe route. It's going to be interesting to see each of our players right here. Xwater going in the middle, Fant going in the middle, both players getting through.
Sancho
Kate taking the right side. Sancho also making it. This is going to allow each of our players to maybe get a little bit further gold medal
made it ahead
on
of me with
Kate
that
right
raid.
here.
No!
And I mean, it's. I mean, she's
we're 5
playing
and 6. I think that's still
perfect
supposed to be
whirly
top 40
gig.
though.
It's just really, really hard if you don't get that middle. But with I'm saying that, I think she's still going to get that top 20 medal.
Bang, she's in. Everybody qualifies from this team. And I think that's another one. You look at her counterbalance, which is her co-host, right? Gary Witta. What did he play? Just consistent Fall Guys through and through. Qualify,
And
earn
the whole
those
team is in.
kudos, and let's get to the finales. If we win, we win. If we don't win, no big deal. But you still can make it if you do get that qualifications. And Kate could be the same way. Let's find out.
Yeah. One thing we got to talk to. I mean, having a show where you're inviting different people, you're going to be you're going to be exposed to a lot of different play styles, you know what I mean? And I think that's something that's definitely going to help Gary and Kate throughout this tournament, is that they have seen a lot, whereas somebody like Fant and Xwater, they actually play together a lot. We play in all the same group.
Okay.
We kind of all play the same way, if that makes sense. So I have to think that's got to be an advantage.
Yeah, that's really cool. First off, to see all your friends playing together and learning with each other. But another one for Kate and for Gary Witta, right? They had Dr. Lupo on their first Talking Guys show. And Dr. Lupo won like 12 crowns with them that night. And I think they took a lot from that. They've played with the development team. They've played with awesome people like Felicia Day, similar to yourself. And I think they're learning. They're taking all that away while also trying to balance a talk show while playing this is pretty wild to think about.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kate Stark, she just played in the Twitch Rivals, taking home 8th place with her team. And that's a very, very tough tournament in that if you don't win a crown, you're pretty much not going to be able to, like every round, if your team doesn't win a crown, you're going to be out. If you lose a team game, you're going to drop major points. So finishing in the top half of that bracket, very, very, very impressive. Sorry, my dog literally just busted in here so she could watch this group of death. That's how exciting it is.
We are on Team Tail Tag, so it's going to be a little bit of time. We have 50 seconds left. We'll be looking at those final 20 seconds for a lot of movement. But if you are a red team fan for our Team Hexagon squad, looking pretty good here, but it could change at a moment's notice now that we hit the 35-second marker. And X-Water looking good right there.
Yeah, you see all our players able to hold on to tails pretty consistently throughout this. Of course, I jinx Kate Stark right as I say that, unfortunately. As we say that, our red squad, our superheroes, not in first. And if they don't win this team game, I mean, that's a show. That's a round. Like, it's over. Our replay is going to be really, really short. We're going to not have much to talk about. So we really want to see them win this team game,
5 seconds left. It's time to lock in. Will we get to overtime? They're able to steal a couple of big tails, and the red team will move on. That is exactly what you want to see here at FallMania 3. No team losses right now is what we want.
Who didn't get a tail? Hey, I had one.
30 people left. We hear Sancho West. He is pumped up, and that's what you get whenever you see Sancho West, whether it be on his streams or any of his awesome shoutcasting broadcasts around the globe. He's always going to bring the positive vibes. He's going to bring the $1 million smile, and he's going to bring the energy, and that's what you love to see, especially out of a competitor, teammate, and this team game right there. But you got to love the energy.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen,
Sancho West,
I'm
another
gonna
big
say
wrestling
watermelon
fan
'cause I
like
feel like
myself,
it, all right?
huge Macho Man Randy Savage fan, which you love to see it. You know what I mean? Definitely a wrestler with intensity. And I feel like Sancho, especially as the night goes on, is going to be able to dial up that intensity if he's lucky enough to get out of this group of death.
Got to get out of the group of death. Everybody tied up around the 400s to 500, so there is no breakaway all-star right now. And the group of death is going to come down to the final round after this. But it starts right now here on Memory Game. You got to make it through safely. And on top of that, who's going to walk away with this crown? Who's going to make it to the finals? Who's going to get this? It's going to be a great one.
I got it. CWAO.
Now, Pooh Bear, while we have some time, tell me more about fans. Right, so now you've brought him up. You say he runs in your crew. What else does this guy do? What can I watch from him? What can I see from this guy?
Fan is a speedrunner, mostly known for behind the scenes. He does a lot of behind the scenes work, helps runs the interviews, helps runs production for GDQ. But he's an accomplished speedrunner on his own. I mean, he hangs around with some of the greatest gamers in the world, and it's impossible not to learn speedruns when you're rolling with other speedrunners right there. He's one of those guys that everyone knows him in the speedrun circle. He's just kind of integral to it, to making sure everything keeps going. And he's just an incredible gamer. And he's also someone who's very good at kind of breaking down a problem and systematically, tackling it. Very even keeled on his emotions, you know what I mean? He's not someone who's gonna go super high or super low. He's gonna be able to stay patient, keep his emotions in check, and I think that's gonna be a big advantage in FallMania, especially as the pressure keeps mounting as you go round and round.
Yeah, exactly. As you go down that quality checklist right there coming in from fans, those are all qualities that I want to see from a champion, right? That's somebody I can believe in. That's somebody I can say, well, you know what? With all that, I think they can make a great winner. And let's see if he can do that. Everybody's going to survive Memory Game, thankfully, and they're going to go into Block Party, which should be another easy qual, but we do know with some of these moves, it could be questionable for some of them.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like to say anything's an easy qualify anymore, especially with the variants. I mean, we saw Block Party cost Wavy $5,000 last week. Nothing's easy here. Nothing's easy here in FallMania, especially when the pressure's on and people are getting grabby. It's going to be interesting to see right now, everyone just kind of staying away. If you were going to grab someone in this one, you wouldn't start early because you don't want them to know that you're coming for them. You don't want them to know that you're being aggressive. You're going to want to wait until there's some actual blocks that can take some players out.
That's the truth there, Pooh. The moment that you start to get grabby with somebody, you are setting the tone for the remainder of the block party to let them know, hey, it's you and I here. And they're going to grab you right back for sure.
You hear Sancho talking about the tornadoes. That's been a very popular word in the Fall Guys community lately. When all these beans get together and they just start desyncing all around and they just start bouncing like popcorn at the movie theater, you know, anything can happen and your bean can just go flying anywhere. So you're gonna want to avoid those tornadoes the best you can. But unfortunately, in Block Party, there are some moments that it just forces you to as you see Fant almost just goes down there. He ragdolled and was getting dragged all the way to the back. Luckily fixed it. But yeah, you have some situations that forces you to group up with a bunch of beans, and you just got to kind of hope that you don't get ragdolled at all.
This
is one that will always make you hold your breath right down the middle, and then we go side to side. Yep.
I'm at the front, and we got bad pattern.
We have the hard pattern. You hear Xwater saying, "I'm in the front," but
I'm just trying really hard to stay alive.
The front can get tornadoed too.
Yep. And got to stay right before that warning marker line right there, and just stay up towards the front. He makes it out perfectly. Everybody makes it through, no problems.
Making it. Everybody in my seat is so good. What's wrong?
He says it. He says it. Everybody in this seed is so good. Everybody in this seed is so good. And
it's the truth.
It's almost.
Give me a.
It's kind of unfair they got to play against each other. This group is so amazing. This is a sweaty group.
13-person hex.
This is the ultimate group. This is where you want to be, right? Because if you make it out of this group, you have the utmost confidence to go up against anybody. So the two people making out of this group will be some of our players to watch here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And let's see what they get. It's about time that we round this out. So we're back to Fall Mountain again.
Wow. And this is the one that produces the most variants. This is the one that NPCs have the most advantage on. Looks like a very vanilla Fall Mountain. Just checking it out as we look at each of our 4 players' reaction to this.
Kate Stark will get that front line along with Fant. Fant's going to take some great jumps to get right up to the front here, heading into the right-hand side. And he's going to make it through, everybody, except for Xwater, kind of stuck there. But, you know, Fall Mountain is anybody's game now with the new variations if we see them play a factor here.
We see Kate and Fant both get stuck in about the same spot, and this is a huge grouping of players right now. You see Kate taking that in. Oh my gosh, Kate is all alone, but gets ragdolled right there.
Sancho West right behind her.
Looks like she's in front.
Fant right behind him.
I take that.
It's the NPC again.
Wow, if you look right there, Sancho West actually grabbed Kate Stark to prevent her from getting that crown. A dirty gameplay, especially against fan favorite Kate right there. Sancho West, ladies and gentlemen, doing it to keep his lead. It was the smart play, but is it going to make the crowd turn on him? I'm not going to turn on him. He's commentating tomorrow for my tournament, so I'm not going to turn on him. But will the crowd turn on Sancho West after that incredibly smart yet super devious play? That was Kate Stark's Fall Mountain to lose right there. And you've seen it twice now. Twice Kate has been in the front, heading into those last hammers and just unfortunately taking a little, it was just a little bump in the butt right there and knocked her down. Her beam just flopped over and that's it.
She is playing very well. Similar to her co-host Gary Whitta that we talked about. She's consistent. She's in the finals and she is steps away from grabbing that crown. On the flip side, if you're Sancho West, you just saved not only yourself, but you saved the whole team. You had to do it. Now it's going to come down to kudos because even if one person gets a crown, guess what? The other 3 are going to fight for kudo counts to move on. Let's take a look at kudo counts right now. As we take a look, Xwater going to be sitting in first place at 950, Sancho West at 880, then Kate Stark at 845, and Fant at 810. This is anyone's game going into the final round for the group named Group of Death.
Look at that. Look at those scores round 2. 405, 405, 405, 405. Could this group be any more stacked, any more even? This is incredible. I'd love to say that we have a favorite going in round 3. I think we're going to check out a replay right here for that past round. I'd love to say we have a favorite, but I mean, there's no way to pick anyone out of this group. Like, it's impossible.
Anybody's game, and after going through the backstories and all of the stories about everybody in this group, you gotta love all 4 of them, and it will be gut-wrenching to see who's going to get bounced out of this after this next game, but who will be triumphant? That's what I'm looking for. Who's going to walk away with the crown from the group of death as we take a look at Xwater, who has played very well all night to keep his lead at 950. He's got a strong Sancho West behind him, along with a Kate and a Fant that all look great.
You're right here. Fant almost went down, just mistiming that jump. Looked like he was going for the block party glitch right there. You see Kate Stark almost going down. That's such a very hard pattern at the end. She had was at the end. Oh, and right here, this has to be devastating. What a play.
Oh, he grabbed her twice.
What a play by Sancho West. And I don't know if you could read Kate's lips right there, but I don't think she is a fan of the man Sancho West right there, who not only prevents Kate from getting crowned, but holds on to his second place lead as we go into this final game right here.
I had a great spawn here. Fantastic
Group
spawn.
Hexagon,
The kind
the
of spawns you
group
wanna
of
see.
death.
They're going to go the distance. I hope that all four of them make the finale once again. We go down to kudo counts, but most of all, I want to see one of them walk away with a crown right now.
Yeah. You see Xwater, this is going to be a huge win for Xwater if he can get it. But
Respectable.
Fant
Respectable.
somehow
Fant
pulls
first
ahead.
place. No problem.
Respectable.
Sancho with
Oh,
third.
sorry, Sancho. That was Sancho,
Yep.
not Xwater. I apologize. Yeah. I'm so used to Xwater being the boxer. You know what I mean? Oh, and Kate gets a front flip over. She's going to be able to qualify.
Made it within that final 4 or 5 jelly beans right there. That's a big qual for her.
Imagine.
But unfortunately, that's going to, Xwater and Sancho and Fant are going to be able to gain a few kudos on her with that pink medal. Oh, now this is what we're really talking about. I mean, we said it every week. Medals matter, but none more than here in this round 3 game in Group Hexagon.
Yeah, if you're in this group right now, you're taking a deep breath knowing that these medals do matter and you got to get up on the high side, but also don't put yourself out there for a bad play where you could get eliminated. You have to stay consistent right now. We're going to get Slime Climb, which I think Gary Witta has asked for from the Fall Guys gods, and he got it. So here it comes right now.
Yeah. Now, Slime Climb is a game changer. What variant do we have? You have the hammers at the end.
Oh, these ones are mean.
This is a mean one because there's no hitting those hammers and staying on. You hit those hammers and you're done. Not only that, it is a great place to grief people. So if you see one of our players get up in the front, there's a good chance they're going to sit and grief people.
I'm in danger.
As you see Xwater right here. You see it screams it out, I'm in danger. He's in third place of our group.
I'm definitely not going to be able to
He's
stop
going to miss that shortcut. You see, every player right there. As Kate Stark takes a.
But I am going to be able to
go.
Oh my God.
Just got hit by a ball.
Everybody, at least everybody's still alive. How about that? We'll take that for right now.
I didn't want to be like she took a ball to the. You know what I mean? Like it was just like. That was the way I was going to describe it. But oh no, she gets knocked off.
She's got a big problem here.
She is in trouble. That slime is climbing.
Perfect.
She has got to be perfect. That second one,
she's
going
to
go back
wow.
again. No! She's ragdolled.
Kate,
the slime is getting close.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, she made
She's
it. That was
safe
huge.
for now.
I think she's even thinking to herself, wow, you got to be perfect now, though, and you got to grief her at the end of this Twinkie right now.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Sancho West just got yeeted off. He was in first place. He had nobody near him, and he gets yeeted off. That is going to be a huge turn of events. He was your second place player right now. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to, depending on how these rounds play out, I don't know if he's going to have the kudos to advance. He's going to have to hope that these players get very low medals. As you see Kate get knocked off again.
Oh, this is
tight in there. It's tight right now between these blocks. She's got to get away from Bullseye. She's got to get away from the workout guy.
Gosh. Oh my gosh, and Xwater goes down as well, ladies and gentlemen. And all of a sudden, Kate, she was coming up from behind, but she's the only one alive here currently. I believe Fant did
Gotta get far away from it.
Come on, Kate.
Around it. There you go.
Come on, Kate. Around it. Around this last one. Just touches it. And she's going to be in. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a huge qualifier right there for Kate. Xwater does have a bit of a lead. Sancho West also with a bit of a lead, but they are out of it right now. If we look at a tiptoe right here, that is just going to be more points for Kate to stack, regardless of if she can get her crown, regardless of if the finals happen. Fant also advances. Fant was coming up in last place right now. So we have our top 2 players sitting out, our bottom 2 players still playing.
I
Dang.
thought everyone
Dude,
else
this
was
is an
qualified, that's why I
incredible
didn't see them.
Wow.
ending right here for round number 3, round number 1
Wow.
for Hexagon. And these 4 are doing the distance. They're
And
going
they
to
get
go
a
to
fall
ball. More kudos in your pocket, folks.
Wow. I mean, but this is a 4-player fall ball.
because I'm a team player.
It's very, very tough. And Fant said you can't throw this. You need the
No, you
points
can't
right here.
throw.
Yeah, you need the points right here. This is 4v4
did
fall
so
ball. Are
good
either of our
round
players
one.
going to play goalie?
that he has a chance.
That's what's going to be interesting. Fant immediately goes back to the goalie. Smart move.
Smart.
I like that play.
With
I like
4
that play.
people, you got to have one bite the bullet and go play goalie. But on the flip
Yep.
side,
Oops.
we've talked about it before,
Oh, no.
right? Scoring more
That
than
was not
10
intentional.
goals is
That
going
was
to be
not
big.
intentional. I swear to God.
And
I
yellow
swear to
team's
God,
going to
that
give
was
up
not
a
intentional.
quick
Please
early
don't
goal
ban me.
within the first 15 seconds.
That was not
The header's going to
intentional.
come up. Kate's going to try to get it. She does get
Yeah.
it to go
you
into blue,
hear
though.
Fant say that's not intentional. Trust me,
Okay,
Fant.
good.
I
I'm
know
getting
it's
another
not. You need these
I'm so
kudos, bro.
sorry.
I know you need these kudos. You're not advancing without a gold medal here, right? So
I'll
you
need-
need
I'll need
these
to get a couple
kudos. I'm
more.
not.
Fant's going to go for the
not
header.
worried about it all.
Perfect.
As you see, I think Blues just got a free spot to get another goal here, though. Unfortunately. No, we do have a
no, one
goalie.
back.
Why is
One
everybody- why
NPC
is
back.
everybody
Big save from the NPC.
saying
Can he
hi
do
to
2
me?
in a row, though?
What's
The
going
whole
on?
blue team is pushing over there.
Here we go.
Yeah, and there looks like there's going to be an
Yeah,
easy goal.
Kate with the
Fant.
assist.
Oh, with
Good
the assist to
teamwork.
Kate. Love the teamwork.
what's going on
Love
over
the
there?
teamwork.
Goalie?
The answer back, though, 2-2 here. It's
Excuse
going to be a
me?
great 4v4 fall ball with 60
Okay.
seconds remaining.
Oh,
A
big
huge
play.
goal
All right, we're
off the
playing
header.
defense. I cannot trust this person.
Ooh,
Big
Fan, no,
play by
Fan,
Fan.
keep it up, Fan. Don't give
They
up on that.
failed.
I know. I
goal.
would have kept going for that middle shot. You know,
Yeah.
you've gotten 2 already. Like, why not?
Kate.
I mean, I get that you're playing the D, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
Look at Kate just
because they
outworking
got
these guys.
They got Messi herself right here.
She went 2v1, and she was able to come out all by herself, no problem. It's going to get the header goal as well.
Kate Ronaldo Dino. You know, like
Oh, love that one.
Oh shit.
Hit it again. Oh, bounced off the head just wrong right there. They are going to hold on to a 3-goal lead. You do have Fant in the goal playing defense, and that's going to be the end for blue
Yeah.
team. A big win, and that will give them some
big
extra
win
kudos.
for Fant and Kate. And you
But
know
like-
what's good? What's good for Fant in this situation is good for Kate and vice versa. They
both
want to
of them
get as
need it.
many rounds as possible. Not only that, they're going to be looking at a 4-person final. They're going to have a 50% chance or a 25% chance of getting a crown. Just right off the bat, 50% chance of coming out of this group right now with a crown. Just in our, you guys get what I'm saying on that. Just trust me.
You get what
Go
he's
with the math.
saying right there, Twitch chat.
Go with
Don't
the
worry
math.
about it. Okay, He'll tell you
Ronaldo
what's
Dino,
going on.
yeah, that's the thing.
4 remain.
We're trying over here.
Yeah.
Well, they'll both go on.
Anything
I mean, like you said, they want more kudos, so we'd love a 4-person tiptoe. That's not going to happen.
No.
It's going to be
Yeah,
4
that-
people.
so I got
Royal
2
Fumble
golds
would be
plus
nice to,
fall
really
ball
have a good
extra
chance
one.
at it.
Fall
But they're going to get Fall Mountain again.
again.
The
I
aggro
agree,
crag.
Kate. But you know what? This is your round, Kate. I think Kate's taking
No
this Fall
Sancho.
Mountain.
We're
No
literally
She's
Sancho
been
to
playing
grab her.
perfect all night. She's got this. We're looking at a big Yeetus at the end, too. She's got the right side start,
Okay.
which I feel like is where you want to be. Now, it's interesting
off
here.
and
You're going to
moving
see a
again.
little bit of desync. Both players are going to look like they're in front in their thing, but Kate is actually in front because she started on the right. She had less space to move
Shit.
as she gets
Does
hit by
get
a
hit by a
ball,
ball.
unfortunately.
Yep. She's still very much alive in this. It's going to come down to the final step.
Oh.
Does take the ball there. So now it's all eyes on Fant. Have to have this. If it comes down to the NPC, we're going to have a big kudo count here, folks. And the NPC is right on his tail.
And it's going to be a
Jump
bad
ball.
cycle. And
Got
Kate
it.
gets in there.
Got her crown.
Oh my
She
gosh.
stole it.
Kate was
Got her
right
crown.
Got it.
there.
He got it.
She got it.
Wow.
No, actually, I think it's a double crown.
Let's go.
I think we got a tie. I think we got a double crown here.
Oh my god.
No, I
That
think
should
we
not
both
have been
got I
me.
think we got a double crown. I think both players got the W.
If that goes down, it will go down as FallMania 3 history as both players get a crown in a round, whereas the death group, no crowns. There's going to come down to kudos. If they both get a crown, guess what? Semifinals, here you come.
Oh my god, I think we just saw the legendary double crown. It is possible, ladies and gentlemen. You can get a double crown in any of the finals except Royal Fumble. A double crown. I'm waiting to hear, I believe.
We have no idea, folks. Right. Our production team's going to add up the kudos. We're going to take a look right now because they added them up. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the kudos right now. And you see it, ladies and gentlemen. It did happen. The double crown, the legendary double crown did happen. Kate and Fant come back from behind. They were in 3rd and 4th place. They don't just pass up Sancho West and Xwater. They somehow tie, get a double crown in the final, and both will be advancing with a crown. They're both eligible for that $5,000 prize. Holy F. I don't know what to say. That was incredible. I never thought we would see a double crown in FallMania. Wow.
Nothing but hype. And the Twitch chat is electric right now. Everybody is screaming here at FallMania 3 as Kate and Fant do the impossible, the double crown on Fall Mountain. Look at the boost that they got. Look at the advantage they took, and they are both heading into the semifinals. We're going to look at our awesome replays brought to you by our production team. As you saw Fant right there with the nice qualification there early. This is going to be Kate making it through right there towards the end. That's a must-have right there. This is Xwater almost dying right there, able to get out of that one early, but we did see him go down, him and Sancho in Slime Climb. Another big moment there.
Fant gets that gold medal right there. I mean, Kate had so many moments. And right here, this was the moment. This was it for Sancho right here. He goes for the dive.
Oh, the slow-mo too.
The slow motion, and you see the pain on his face. Just a lapse. He just needed to go a little bit left, and he would have had it. Same thing for Xwater right here. You see the pain on... I love it. I don't mean to laugh, but it's so good. And then Kate, how close was Kate to also getting yeeted off that section? And then you go to the fall ball where they were down 1-0 in the fall ball. You got to think the pressure's on right there. This teamwork, though.
Yep, this is the teamwork that separated them, got them the energy. Fant went back, got a couple of headers at mid, and let's talk about it. Here's the double crown. Jump ball, jump up.
Wow.
Whoa, I don't know. Good for them.
Wow.
But both of them will advance.
Okay, I think, yeah, they both got the crown. And then here it is from Fant's perspective. And you see from Fant's perspective, he got it. You see the gold medal pop up. That is a frame-perfect double crown. Both players grabbing the crown at the same time. You love to see it. Anything can happen in FallMania 3. What a comeback by Kate and Fant right there to knock off, quite frankly, two favorites in Xwater and Sancho West. Two players who I really hope we see here in the future as well.
I hope to see them both back again. Make sure to go show some love to both of those streamers. They are incredible. And I'll be honest with you, Pooh, when we were leaving this group, I said, you know what? Xwater and Sancho West, they got to be my favorites heading into this group. And look at this. It came down to the double crown. It came down to the last grab. And both Fant and Kate will punch their tickets into the semifinals. But we are not done. We are far from over here for FallMania 3. We're going to be heading into our final first round group. That's Royal Fumble with your returning champion of FallMania 2, Bugs, alongside Bobby Wasabi, Sojo, and Big Cheese Kit returning for his second FallMania. I'm really excited to see this final foursome right now, see who will punch their tickets into the semifinals, and continue to have an ultra hype night right now with GrandPooBear and the team.
Just racing right now. I cannot believe we just saw the legendary tie. I mean, I have 300 plus crowns in Fall Guys at this point, and I've tied one time. I've had one single double crown. So the fact that we got one here tonight, you know, I mean, people were talking about the NPCs had taken 6 of the 8 crowns. Well, what you do, you just add more crowns to the game right there. Even it out. Oh my gosh, what a play. It's going to be hard to top that for play of the night, but let's go ahead and preview this final group right here. You talked about it. We have our defending champion Bugs, who came in and dominated last FallMania 2. He had 7 crowns throughout the night. He was just crushing it. 6 crowns throughout the night. He was crushing it. He had a clutch final game 7 to beat Wavy by 15 kudos. You got to look at him to be coming in with all the confidence. Coming up, you got the original tryhard himself in Fall Guys at Bobby Wasabi. You got Shoujo. Shoujo, one of the cleanest Kaizo players in the Mario Maker game. She is used to incredibly difficult platforming. I feel like out of this group, the variants are going to affect her the least for that matter, or for that reason. And then you got Big Cheese Kit, who has FallMania experience in there with the beautiful animated avatar. This man is coming in stronger with more wins, more time under his belt than the last time we saw him, more strats. I'm looking at Big Cheese Kit really to make a strong splash here in this group.
Yeah, very excited to see the positive Big Cheese Kit once again. The guy's nothing but smiles. Gave a valiant effort in FallMania too. But I'm looking up at the top left. I want to see the returning champion. Here they are, repping their gamer jerseys once again. We got the girlfiend, we got the wife, we got the friend.
It's girlfriend.
So
she came in my chat to clarify. She's the girlfriend, not the wife. You know, I said I was like, Bugs, you're $5,000 richer. You know what I mean?
Hey, we put
that can
$5 grand
afford a
in his
ring.
pocket.
I'm just
That's
saying,
10.
bro.
Come on.
He was real quick to be like, yo, that's for tuition. So my bad on that pressure. You know, I'm sorry. That was my fault, Bugs. You know,
we're gonna keep an eye on Bugs all night long. Your returning champion. He deserves the credit. He deserves the fame and the hype right now. So we'll keep an eye on him. But a solid group right here, and I'm loving the Yoshi knitted hat right here coming in from Sojo, and she's having a solid run up in the top 2 coming around the final whirligig.
Yeah, she rocks that every single time she streams. I don't know if it's always a purple one. I want to say she has more. As we see, is Bobby Wasabi going? He does go for Big E.
See those, baby.
Bugs got a good one there. Bobby Wasabi, a great one as well.
Everybody eating themselves to the finish. All of our players absolutely crushing it. You know, this is probably another group of death right here. Honestly, like all 4 of these players are really, really incredible and are going to be very, very, very tough to contend with.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough group, but really fun to see the Big Yeetus come into play, right? You and I talked about it at the top of the show. I said, hey, who's going to show us, the plebs, the normies over here, what it looks like to get yeeted out of your mind? And you saw Bobby Wasabi and Bugs both make it all the way to that ramp. So the Big Yeetus is in play, folks.
Yeah. Everybody's saying second double crown. Yeah, so the way you get a double crown in Hexagon, you have to outlast 5 minutes. Same thing in Jump Showdown. You got to outlast 5 whole minutes in that one. That one's really, really tough. So it's very, very rare. Ball Mountain, it does happen from time to time, but wow, I just can't believe
it was.
the clutch there, you know?
Oh, that will be a FallMania top 10 play forever, folks. That is something we all got to experience together. For Kate and for Fant, they'll never forget that. Those two are tied together forever now. That's an awesome one.
Oh my gosh, that was just the most incredible finish. As we see right here, Shoujo taking that 90-degree angle. She is flying right now, getting that extra boost from the bumpers, and she is gone.
This is a tough one now, Pooh. This is a new variation with these spinning arms, and this one can catch you if you're in the wrong spot, but Sojo is going to show you something perfect right now.
Ooh, that was so clean. And she is cruising. She's going to try to avoid the phallic balloons. And she is going to get that gold medal, no problem right there. You know, you see Big Cheese Kit in the beta skin. That's a dangerous skin to be wearing right now. It's one of the rare ones. It definitely stands out. Bright yellow.
Close.
Don't worry about that one.
Qualified.
It screams crash into me. Crash into me right now.
Wasabi barely getting in there.
That was too close.
Wow, what a run there by Shoujo, though. Like that was.
If I'm Bugs, I'm taking a look at this girl down below me. I'm saying, man, I got to keep an eye on her. She's moving right now. She's moving.
I'm cutting a little bit too close there.
You see Bobby Wasabi cutting it close. He knows he got that pink crown. Those kudos are not going to add up for him.
We're fine. We're fine. Give us a team game.
Perfect match. Okay, we're going to get a nice little quiet time. This is a chance for everybody to take a deep breath, continue to lock in. It is only game number 1, but they're only going to get 3 games, so they got to be perfect throughout. We've seen some really close ones all night long right now. Is this going to be the group that really breaks out with some crowns will be the question.
Can't play it like that reckless. Okay, watermelon orange, watermelon orange, watermelon orange.
Oh, you see Bobby Wasabi saying the whole thing, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. Too much to remember. Watermelon's such a long word, you know what I mean?
Orange.
Yeah, you gotta cut that down. You gotta take some tips from the pros here. and
It's like all
just
orange
continue
right
to
here.
lock in. You know, we haven't
like
seen
nothing but
one
orange.
yet. Maybe it's the $5,000 on the line.
Group.
But when I play match Showdown, I just run in circles.
Orange,
and I just follow the group. I'm a sheep. I just follow everybody and hope that it works out for me.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I've succumbed to the group thought too many times here in a match game, and that now I definitely try to make sure I know which one I'm on, and I also like to fake people out. You can't fake people out without knowing which one it is. Big Cheese is on a very, very sweaty cherry right there.
Oh yeah, that was the bump one.
Watermelon.
You got Shoujo and Bugs both with the unicorn outfit, rocking very similar skins here.
Love the unicorn outfit. Almost like the same patterns as well, Pooh.
Yeah.
Great eyes right there. Looks like just a color difference between the two of them.
You got a
Big
final
Cheese kid.
cherry.
Ooh, Big Cheese. Get in there, kid.
All our players are safe. You get a little nervous though, especially like Shoujo was there with one other guy. Like I don't know why, but I get really nervous when I'm all alone. Even if I know, I'm like, I know this is a cherry. I know for a fact this is a cherry, but if I'm all alone on it, I still get nervous.
No doubt, right, Pooh? You always start to second guess yourself. Like, am I sure about this? And then you start to panic. You gotta believe.
Now only one person got out. I want Slime Climb.
Let's take a look. He is calling for Slime Climb. We, the viewers, want to see Slime Climb all the time. We're going to get Fruit Shoot instead, which is just as fun in my mind because anything can happen here.
As long as we don't get bad.
Yeah, positioning is very, very important to Slime Climb. You see Bobby Wasabi right there, excited about his front row. Big Cheese got a second. Looks like Shoujo also got all our players very good starting positions. 3 of our players look to be taking the right side. Bugs ragdolls right off the left.
That's tough. You gotta hate that. 17 are gonna qualify, so Bugs is still very alive in this, but he's gonna have to have a perfect run and hope for a couple of missteps from other people. Big Cheese Kid is gonna be following behind Bugs too, so he needs a good one. I'm looking up at the top. Bobby Wasabi following behind, I believe, who is? Yes, Joe gonna get a first.
Oh no! No!
Sojo, no!
Oh no, that could have been devastating. She gets lucky to kind of slide out of the right.
Wow.
She's still going to be able to qualify. Big Cheese Kit is going to be the last one out. Unfortunately, no. Big Cheese so close right there. That log just caught him right at the end. Wow, great recovery by Shoujo. Unfortunately, not the same luck for Big Cheese Kit. And he is going to be out right before the final. He's going to hope to go straight to a final with a loaded 17 people. And not take too big of a kudo hit.
We've seen a couple of big number finales already, so it's very much possible. We're going to go to Hex. And this is a big Hex right now, folks.
If you're Big Cheese Kit, this is what you want to see, though. You know what I mean? As much as it pains him to not be in this final, 17 people in Hexagon, it's going to go very fast. Anything can happen, and he's not going to lose that many kudos.
No doubt. This is where I look up at the top left, right? This is where I'm looking to see Bugs. I want to see Bugs, the returning champion, a pro player, come back and say, hey, here's a crown for your game number 1 on a 17-person Hex. Let's see if he's got it in him.
Yeah, you can see already off the bat, this is very crazy. And you see Bobby Wasabi and Bugs right next to each other. Or sorry, that's not Bobby Wasabi. I apologize. Shoujo has a little bit of space. She's all alone and making very slow jumps. She's going to have to cut this white bean off, though. I think she's going to be able to get him, but that's going to take up some of her space.
He's on her tail. Oh, wow.
And she opts to just peace out entirely. I kind of like that play. You know, I kind of like that play, but she's going to have to find
2 levels,
blue.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, she's going to
make it 3.
Not get that. Oh.
I'll go for something.
And now all of a sudden, Bobby Wasabi sweating it up,
really
not able to make that jump, and he's down to the final blue layer. Meanwhile, you got Bugs with a little bit of yellow. Shoujo has got matching broken yellow. That's going to look good for her.
She's got a moment. She's going to have about 7 up here. She's going to have to drop, and there's nothing below her. She's going to have to make sure she makes the perfect play and really hold out. She's going to be dropping now. Great jump to that one.
Right there by Shoujo. That's going to get her the win. Yeah. You see the celebration. Shoujo outlasts Bobby Wasabi, outlasts our defending champion Bugs on the hexagon. What a beautiful dive there at the end to get onto that blue. You said it. There was nothing below her. That was a huge, giant dive to make it. She aired that one. Got on those last 3 tiles, able to outlast Bugs by just a few hexagons and get that crown. Wow.
Big congratulations to
finish.
Sojo right there. And it was fun to watch her evolve from mini game number 1 to the finale. This girl really turned it on and started cooking right away with a whole lot of gasoline. Top 3 finish there between her, Bugs, and Bobby Wasabi. I mean, all 3 of them, that could have gone any way for either one of them if they have a better count on the hexagons. But Sojo showing you that she is a part of this right now, getting crowned number 1. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I mean, that was beautiful. She just stayed as high as she could, as long as she could, and she got to kind of, choose where she was going to land. You saw Bugs, that was going to be his next play. He was going to try and have to make a 3 hexagon jump to that 3, but Shoju took away his option, and that was it. Beautiful play. Let's go ahead to the replay is what it was, the replay? I didn't hear it. I didn't hear you, Los. I'm just being honest. You see right here, our boy Big Cheese Kit diving through those balls. You see Bobby Wasabi taking the big yeet. That was a beautiful yeet.
That's how the yeet should look, folks.
Yeah.
Is right.
Yeah,
Bugs is going to do the similar thing.
Oh, look at that one, man. That one was gorgeous.
That's going to be our biggest yeet of the day is what we're going to call that one. Biggest yeet of the night.
Yeah, he got wings on that one, that's for sure. Bobby Wasabi, you saw him, he struggled here on this hit parade, man. He was getting flung around by these whirligigs. It's a very tough variation, but Shojo had no struggle at all. That was one of her 3 gold medals, including that crown she won. Here was that random ragdoll. It looked like Bugs hit the wall.
Yeah, took a shoulder right there to the wall. That was too bad. And Big Cheese Kid just getting stuck underneath the watermelon as well.
Yeah, Big Cheese had a tough time of it. And Shojo right here, he thought she was going to go in that gold medal, but the Slim Jim comes out of nowhere, cracks her in the face. She ends up barely making it into 10. And then you see, look at how sweaty this hexagon is right here. Bobby Wasabi falling through all the way to the yellow real quick. Shojo, look at that dive. Misses that dive. That could have been the end of it for her. And then you see Bobby Wasabi just has so many people on, nowhere to go, looking rough. And then this dive right here. What a play. What a play.
Oh, wow. What an awesome move right there from Sojo to lock it in. Bugs just a jelly bean hand away from trying to take that final hex, but Sojo going to walk away with a big lead here. 12-10 for her on the kudo count. 405 for Bugs, and Bobby Wasabi tied for second. Big Cheese Kit at 300 points. We're going to be looking for him to jump into this one. Round number 2 of our 3 rounds happens right now with a chance to move on to the semifinals. Only 2 can move on. Let's find out of these 4, who will it be?
Yeah, and you're looking right now, Shojo, Bugs, Bobby Wasabi, and Big Cheese Kid, all in this front group. All 4 of our players.
I don't know,
Shojo,
but
you hear
the
it.
more kudos she has is better because she's in first place. I need Bobby
think
to take the
Sojo
ball.
might be a little bit in Bugs' head right now. We're listening into Bugs, and he knew she was going to go out there and get that first, top couple placement there.
She's gaming. She's gaming right now. You know what I mean? She came in and made a statement. I don't think. I think Bugs was kind of looking at Bobby Wasabi to be his biggest competition in this group, but Shojo is game and living. Someone said rent free, and rent free in his head. I don't know if she's rent free yet, but she's moving in.
Exactly.
She's looking at the real estate. You know what I mean? She's checking it out.
She's got a toe in there right now. Yeah. She's definitely on his mind, and she should be, right? Bugs here, your returning champion, doesn't win that first Hex crown. He's got 2 more games, but you look to Bugs to say, hey, man, where's these crowns at? Because that's what we know him so well for.
And you get another perfect match here. Now, let's see if anyone's going to opt to get just slightly aggressive. This is a situation where Bugs or Bobby, especially against each other, could maybe opt to kind of take a swipe at one another. If you could eliminate someone on a match game, that's an easy gold medal for you to win, A, and B, I mean, that's just more kudos you can gain on your opponent.
Yeah, I'd like to say it would be Big Cheese Kid, but he's got a heart of gold, Pooh, as you know, and it's just one of those.
Yeah.
I look at Big Cheese, I'm like, can he be the one to change the tides? I just look at him, I see that smile, I go, no, he's not the guy.
No, I you know what? I kind of agree with that. I don't think Big Cheese wants to beat everyone. I don't think he wants to end anyone's night. Although I feel like Barb proved it's a very good strategy. You know what I mean? If there's 2 ways to win. You can get a lot of kudos, or you can make sure your opponent doesn't get a lot of kudos. So it's gonna be interesting. But I think all these players are gonna opt to take the safe route.
GBAW.
She's got the shortcut right there, I believe, is what we were listening to. Sojo, I think, is who that was.
Yeah, I think all these players are going to opt to stay safe. Big Cheese, just He's on that edge, though.
Just
He's not in that
riding
middle
it.
of that mosh pit. Yeah, it made me nervous on that one, dude.
AOC. AOCB. All right, AOCB.
As you listen in, right, she's counting them off down over in her corner right now. Looking pretty good. She is going to get a watermelon, so not in her area. She's going to have to walk just a couple blocks up. Sojo's locked in. This is going to be a mess over there. It looks like all 4 of our competitors will make it through, thankfully.
I was scared. You did see some players get ragdoll off the edges. Luckily, none of our players. Is that Big Cheese? I love that.
I don't know, but somebody's dancing right. Get it up, Big Cheese. Let's go for the people.
Oh, I was loving that. I was loving that.
All right. Let's go.
All right, as we head on to the next one, everybody a little quiet when you look at Bobby Wasabi. Sabi, he went from kind of some energy, some smiles to now I think he's really thinking, hey, I'm halfway through and I got to figure out a way to get involved here. I'm tied right now for second with Bugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think especially if you're Bobby Wasabi, you might be a little bit nervous because now you're fighting. You know you're fighting out Bugs. And speak of the devil, you saw Shoujo kind of cringe right there.
Okay.
She's not excited to see a rollout. I think she's going to be safe though. I don't think anyone's going to come after Shoujo because I think Bobby and Bugs kind of realize right now they're each other's competition. And like you said, Big Cheese, he might be too nice to do it, but he's looking over. He's getting this smile right now.
You know what? I thought Barb was too nice, and then you showed me his other side, and I was like, all right, maybe Big Cheese could do this. We'll see.
He got that smile that looked devious right there. You might see Big Cheese make a play. I mean, we're looking right now. Our players seem to be staying away from each other. Everyone, there's 2 types of players in FallMania and Rollout. You're the safe ones and the aggressive ones.
That's all I'm doing, bro. I'm just going
We've seen the aggressive players be rewarded. We've seen the non-aggressive players get pushed off.
Yep.
However, I think everyone is going to be safe. You see Big Cheese and Bugs right next to each other right now. Are either of these players going to opt to take a swipe at each other? No. Nope.
Looking fine. We're about halfway through this rollout as well. So there's plenty of people getting thrown into the slime. Will it be one of our 4, though? That's the question. But like Pooh said, right, it's been very calm for all of them as you take a look at all 4 screens. Nobody really bumping, nobody grabbing out of these 4. They should be just fine to make it through.
Shoujo in a bit of a pickle, but able to get out of it. Saved by the double wall rollout section. Man, we need a word for that. Like what a rollout section is, you know? You see Big Cheese in that beta skin. All alone.
God,
and no player has been eliminated for an incredibly long time. We're still sitting at 8 of 13. 9 of 13. And see, this is one of the reasons why I kind of like playing aggressive because I don't like when the rollout gets pretty fast. A ring? A ring, chat? Is that what you're calling it?
Ring section. I've seen segment. I like that. A wheel.
Segment.
Okay, we got a wheel. I also have Barb out in the chat said, who just called me nice? And I'm like, I'm over here like, Barb, I called you nice because I thought you were a great guy.
Caramba.
And you see Bobby Wasabi right there. He's checking the scores, adding them up in his head right now. Thinking about what he needs to do to get himself in that second place position.
I swear to God. I swear to God, if it's another 19
we got
player hexagon.
13 players left. No, 19
These
players
are like
left.
the
Sorry,
worst
we are
games
going
to
to
have
block party.
in a row. Not gonna lie.
He's right. Bobby
Rollout
Wasabi
and
is
block
right.
party,
These are
this
tough
is like
games.
Grab
At least you
Central.
didn't get the solo tail tag though, which is a killer.
This is a game
that
of the grabbers.
is a killer right there. So let's see what they do. Let's see if anybody has any
are we all still
struggles
in?
here on
we're all
Block
still in.
Party. Everybody's got the invite. Let's take a look at what they can do here.
This is the game of the grabbers right now.
The game of the grabbers. You hear him say, and you see Big Cheese Kit with that flashy skin immediately gets grabbed by an NPC. That's the thing with wearing that flashy skin, you know?
Nah, he's a target now. Don't put your hands on me. I don't even know you like that.
That will make for a great sound bite right there, folks. Great sound bite coming in from Big Cheese Kit.
You love to see it. Stay away from me, NPC. I got a tournament to win. I'm not trying to mess with you. You see a little mini tornado of players go on right there. All of our players lucky enough to avoid it.
I sing songs.
Another 60 seconds right here. Big Cheese Kid giving you all the sound bites you could ever ask for. He does sing. If you'd like to look him up, he does sing. But this is a great start right here. 50 seconds. Everybody seems to be fine again with this group right now.
I'm going to opt to do the glitch here. I do not think so.
Okay, really? What's going on?
Big Cheese Kid knocked over. Going to get ragdoll. He's got to get back up.
Nah, not like this.
Able to do it. A little bit of a scary section for him, though.
I'm good. Jump rope. Jump.
All right, looks like we're going to get into 30 seconds, so we're nearing the finale here. Pretty easy with the popsicle sticks. Doesn't look like any 4 of our competitors are having issues right now. But let's see what the finale they get here coming up right now.
Oh, then they get the easy finale. All of our players are going to like to see this. Pretty much going to ensure their place into a final. If we get a freestyle here, too, from Big Cheese?
You know, you told me Wavy was the freestyler. Now Big Cheese Kids wants to add a little bit to the mixtape right now.
Yo, if we get a finals with Big Cheese and Wavy, we might have to have a side competition here. Who drops bars?
Have some fun, shall we? They're trying to snatch me, man.
We got 10 players. Bugs got eliminated.
I was gonna say, does anybody see Bugs right now?
I didn't even see it. Wow. Bugs did get eliminated. I did not even see him go down.
Got bombed.
Oh my God. Our defending champion now not making a final.
I'm literally just waiting, bro. How does that even happen? I gotta watch that.
I did not even see it. I was too distracted by Big Cheese's hot bars.
Oh, hot bars.
That I could not see Bugs go down. Ooh. Wow, that is going to be devastating. Bobby Wasabi, Big Cheese, and Shoujo are going to be able to extend some kudos out on Bugs right now, and they're all going to have an opportunity at a crown.
Right now, the bar is not moving fast.
Our first jump showdown of the night. 3 out of the 4 competitors here for Group Royal Fumble in game 2 of 3, and we've already seen Shoujo win 1 crown. Let's see if she can go back-to-back right now and solidify her semifinals appearance, or if Bobby Wasabi and Big Cheesecake can get a little separation away from the returning champion, Bugs, who was eliminated just last round. That's a big one there.
I mean, I can't even believe that happened. I'm glad we have the replay in this week.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't wait to see the replay of Bugs going down. Meanwhile, Shoujo taking it to the edge, and they are going to have a 2 wide. Nope, they are going to have a 1 wide gap.
And nobody on the other side. All
8 players.
I got to get Becky out of here.
Oh, this is
going to try to get
right
Becky.
Now. You hear Big Cheese. He's targeting Shoujo. But I think what you want to do is you actually want to take out Bobby Wasabi right now if you're Big Cheese Kid. You know what I mean? Take out Shoujo last. Take out Bobby Wasabi. Make sure he can't get a crown, because the last thing you want to do is be against 2 crowns.
Yeah, exactly. See, what they do is things start to ramp up quite quickly here. We still have all, I believe, 7 just stuck right.
That's going to be a bad one for Big Cheese. He survives, though. All of our players surviving that incredibly horrible pattern.
6 left now.
Oh, this cycle.
Okay.
The cycle's catching up. They're going to want to go underneath that top bar. Big Cheese kind of staying in the middle, which I don't like. I like going into the front. I want to see him kind of get more into the front, so that way you got more time to kind of think about what you're going to do there. Shoujo kind of staying still in that front area. Bobby Wasabi playing the back, which I think is very interesting. You don't see that too often.
If I was a viewer, I'd be watching Shoujo right now. She has not taken a step left or right in quite some time. She's just riding that front. There goes Big Cheese Kid.
Big Cheese goes down. Staying in that middle area. Just got a unlucky situation. Is anyone going to go for the grabs right here? I mean, this is a situation.
Oh,
this is a situation where I think if Shoujo has nothing to lose by grabbing him or even just taking him completely out right now. Honestly, if Shoujo took him out, she would mark her. Yeah, she'd probably be safe to go into the second round. But I kind of like what she's doing right now, trying to get the W as is and just kind of establish, I'm the best player in this group. I'm the one you got to worry about.
Exactly. This is your coming out party, right? This is for all of us watching FallMania 3 to say, dang, this Shoujo is somebody I need to watch. And if she gets 2 crowns in the first 2 games of her group, you got to love to see it. Let's see if she can do it. 3 people still left on this one platform, and we are just jumping away. Will anybody get grabby? If you're a viewer, I stress once again, watch Shoujo's technique here. You have seen that she has stayed in this front area the whole time with minimal moving. This is how Jump Showdown should look if you want to try to win every time.
This is
No
getting fast. Now you see it just ramp up right there, and it is going extremely fast. We're at about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Once they get to that 4 minutes mark, it's going to go even faster.
Wow, dude.
I mean, the way it's going right now. Oh, and
There
you see
he
Bobby
goes.
Wasabi
Wow.
goes down.
Okay.
Let's
it is
go.
just Showjo and the NPC. That is a huge move for Showjo. You saw her crack a little bit of smile, but she doesn't care. She wants to get this crown and stamp her way into that second round. She is cruising against this pirate. The pirate looks like it goes down on her screen, but that is just a little bit of desync. Still safe. Is she going to go for the grab? Go for the grab.
Incredible jumping.
Wow.
Now, you said we could get a double crown here again, right? We can get a double crown on this.
5 minutes is what you have to last here on Jump Showdown. I've only seen it a couple times. Wow, both players making an incredible jump. One in the front, one in the
Wait,
back.
my jump died. Wait,
Oh,
wait,
and
what?
that is going to be...
She got the jump input.
Wait,
that's
I pressed...
tough.
Okay, that was weird.
Yep.
All right.
You know, we've talked about it before. Sometimes the game just decides you're not going to jump. And while I still think Showjo made a statement right there by finishing second, it's not going to help her in that kudo department. Bobby Wasabi is going to be the big winner in that round. He's going to be able to extend his second place lead just a little bit. Bug's the big loser, though. He might fall all the way down to fourth place. He is at risk as your defending champion of being eliminated in the first round, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and check out those scores.
Very fun stuff coming out of round number 2, Pooh. I mean, if I'm looking at it, Bugs, Bobby Wasabi, and Big Cheese Kid all coming out pretty safe right now. As we take a look, Bobby Wasabi, 8-10. Bugs is tied with Big Cheese Kid for last place at 7-05.
That is
so
one
it will
gold
be a race for second place here.
Yeah, but Showjo, after that non-crown by anyone, she looks like she has stamped her way into the second round. And not only that, she is just establishing her dominance. Again, the highest kudo count in round 2 at 440. Getting those gold medals, getting those top 20 finishes. Showjo right now is playing top-tier Fall Guys.
Yeah, playing very well. Very fun to watch. This is the breakout star that we like to see in FallMania, right? We all come from around the globe. We know a lot of these names, but we don't know all of them. And Showjo now is showing you, hey, I got a whole lot of game. You should check me out. And she is now #1 in this Royal Fumble group to end out round number 1 of our tournament. Only one game left between the 4 of them. Who will take second to move on is, I think Showjo might be a lock here.
I think she's a lock as we go to the replay right here. A beautiful front flip there by Bobby Wasabi. But Bugs sneaking in for that first, or sorry, Showjo sneaking in to get that first place. Yeah. You know what? I'm so used to Bugs is the unicorn, but Showjo's like, no, that's my skin.
This is my
skin. And you see right there what happened to Bugs. You see it, and you see the pain on both his. You see the pain on his face. He just got caught up in the tornado. Right there, barely holds on for Big Cheese Kid. Then he just takes this bad cycle. Oh, holds on again. Sorry, I missed that one. This was the one that did him in. That was the one that did him in. You see the pain on his face as well. Bobby Wasabi right here, going all the way to the edge.
Yeah, too tight.
You know, we talked about it. He was holding that back row, and it ended up costing him. He didn't have anywhere to go.
And then we saw Showjo right there, the elimination at the end, losing to the NPC. It's just one of those, right? You felt like you pressed A, you had to hit the jump button, and somehow that input just got eaten away, and there you go. We've seen it plenty of times on Jump Showdown before.
Yeah, it's such an incredibly difficult game. Once that bar starts moving super fast, you just never know what's going to happen. It is an internet game. You know, who knows what happened to that A input? She swears she pressed it. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. Maybe it got lost in a packet on the internet somewhere in the middle of Nebraska. You know what I mean? We will never know what happened to that A press. But regardless, only one crown in this group. Second place is up for grabs. Bugs, our defending champion, could go down here. Round 1 in FallMania 3.
A great storyline here in our final group right now. You take a look at the big, you look at the big 3, right? Showjo is locked in. I put her already in my mind in the semifinals. I look at Bugs, my returning champion, and say, where are you, Bugs? Like, let's step up. Let's get this. I'm feeling another Jesus scenario. Maybe not as far as the extent of Jesus, but I'm still looking around like, where is my champion? Why is he not playing up to this championship caliber that I saw him last time? 6 crowns in FallMania 2, Pooh. That's a lot of crowns.
Yeah, you're talking about, he won the Fortnite Simon Cup, he won FallMania 2. He loves the unicorn with the ABC pattern, the volcano colorway. I love the volcano colorway. In his playstyle, just win, baby. He's going to have to do that. We're going to need to see some gold medals out of Bugs this round. We're going to really need to see him step his game up if he wants to qualify. And meanwhile, I mean, Shoujo, she says passive. I don't know. It looks like she's playing pretty aggressive right now, taking advantage of every opportunity she is given. She likes the circus tent squiggly camo with the unicorn. And you know what? She does own a very cool hat.
Super dope hat. I know, Pooh, you've seen some really cool hats in your day. You and I being up from the mountains back in the day. I've seen some killer beanies. This has to be up towards the top.
Yeah, whoever crocheted that knows what they're doing. They took some time on that one right there.
I love the cheeks from the Yoshi as well, the big nose. I mean, that is a great A+ hat right there.
Yeah. So the first time I was introduced to Shoujo as a gamer, we were playing in a Mario Maker tournament, and it was me versus her. And she picked a Kaizo category, which most people, that's what I've known for. That's what I've built my career on, is Kaizo Mario, right? This girl jumped out to a 4-level lead on me at one point. She was crushing it. I only won because I got super lucky and got a great set of levels right at the end and was able to come back. She is incredibly impressive. One of the best gamers I've seen. Definitely like my Mario Maker breakout star of 2020. And I'm just really happy to see her bring her skills over here to Fall Guys. You really see these platforming gamers kind of crush it when it comes to Fall Guys.
I love that. Well, let's keep an eye on her. This is the final round here for these four right now in Team Royal Fumble. Only two can move on. Shoujo now has one crown and a good sustainable lead, but the other three are in the mix to try to take second place, and Bugs is a must-watch right now. Bugs up on your top left is our returning champion. We're going to continue to harp on his name throughout this game to see if he steps up to the challenge. But Bobby Wasabi has played very well. Big Cheese Kit doing his thing, singing, energized, having some fun.
Oh, and all of our players just getting yeeted over to the right side right there. Every last one of them. Nobody able to make that middle strat. But you see Shoujo taking the swag ending, using the whirligig to get a top 5 finish. And again, our first finisher out of this group. She is crushing it. Meanwhile, and something I want to notice with Bugs, we just had the audio on Bugs for a little while, and you kind of hear him stressing a little bit. That's very un-Bugs-like. In FallMania 2, he was, almost borderline cocky. I want to say confident because he won.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But he was borderline cocky with his confidence. He was singing. He was commentating his own Fall Mountains as he was cruising in for wins. You know what I mean? Right now you hear him stressing.
Tweets in the middle.
Easy, Qual. Easy, Qual. Easy, Qual.
Big Cheese ain't stressing though.
Easy, Qual. Easy, Qual. Let's keep getting these easy quals. All right.
Yo, I love this. I'm loving the Big Cheese Kid soundboard here.
Big Cheese Kid has come into his second FallMania, elevated and ready to show off. Now he just has to play big. He's within striking distance, and that's all you could ask for Big Cheese Kid at the end here.
Yeah. Hit Parade, like we saw, it's not free anymore. Hit Parade is a dangerous game. Especially with that, we don't have the hammers at the end, luckily. But Hit Parade can get some people. Bobby Wasabi got a barely qualified Hit Parade. We saw Cliffy go out round 1 at Hit Parade last week. Anything can happen here. See Big Cheese Kit with a back start, Shoujo with a back start, Bugs with a mid back start, and Bobby Wasabi with that front start. Shoujo taking that slime route, and you love to see it.
Just all the way in the front again.
Jumping onto the goop
bruising
is actually good.
She's going to get the doors to open up perfectly, too. Yep, great run for her.
Yeah. Bobby Wasabi here. You say he's nice at the gate. Lucky right there, though. He gets hit by that first ball. He's going to be able to recover from that and still finish. You get hit by any of those extra balls, you go down to that people mover at the bottom, and you're it. That's done. You're not
You got
qualifying.
a big problem. That's right.
Yeah.
So Joe's going to take that top spot right there. Bobby Wasabi will qualify. Bugs will qualify. So will Big Cheese Kid. So all four move on in their final game, the final attempt to get as many kudos as possible to move on to the semifinals. Currently awaiting you is Fant and Kate, who won in an incredible fashion with our first ever double crown on FallMania. That was something we'll never forget, and we'll show that highlight a bunch moving forward. But man, oh man, You got 2 people waiting in the wings. You are the finale right now for our first round. Let's see who can get out of this threesome that's currently tied pretty much.
Please.
Yeah, there is just a medal separating Bobby Wasabi between Bugs and Big Cheese Kit right now. See, this is a situation right here.
I'm the one.
If you're Bugs and Big Cheese Kit, you want to put Bobby Wasabi in the slime. You don't have a choice right now. You got to play aggressive.
Let's see let's watch Bugs right now. Bugs would be the one to try to break this down in his head. Let's see if he gets an easy grab, maybe on one of these slices right now for a rollout.
Yeah, I mean, if it's me, I want to just go ahead and try and make my stand right here. You can try and do it. You never know what final you're going to get. You don't want to get stuck with a Royal Fumble. You don't want to get stuck with a Fall Mountain in a must-win situation. You know what I mean? You could take Bobby out and gain your 100 kudos that way.
Let's see. Everybody's very calm right now. I look over at Bugs. He's on the complete opposite side of Bobby Wasabi right now.
See, I don't like this play at all. I feel like you got nothing to lose right here. You got 105 kudos you need to make up. That's 1 gold medal. If he doesn't get this rollout gold medal, right there it is. That's all you need.
You're already wearing the whole submarine mask thing.
Big Cheese locked in, no problems. I look over at Sojo. She's just fine, no problems as well.
All right.
Everybody seems just to be cruising right now, but we're not even halfway through this rollout game, so things could pick up quickly for one of our 4 competitors if things turn against them.
Yeah, you hear Big Cheese right now. He's talking about slowing it down. He's getting grabbed. I talked about this. He's got that hot beta skin. People get grabby on skins that stick out, you know?
Yeah, exactly. They want to get closer so they can see all the details, what I hear. They just want to get close to you.
Yeah, exactly. As we bring him up right now.
I'll take the long
just keeping it easy. 6 out of 13 still halfway through. Make it 7 right now.
Rolling on the same 2 platforms, and you know I'm going to go ahead and brew the storm. I already know it.
Yo, that was a nice save. That was a nice save.
It had a nice pause, but you're like, what is he going to say here?
I was like, damn, what's he going to rhyme with platform right there, you know? He took a second, but then still rode the beat with it. Like, that was a nice save, dude.
That was a fun time right there.
Does that even work? Probably not. But I'm going.
Everybody's still calm. 7 to 13. This has been about 15 seconds to 30 seconds of Big Cheese Kit freestyle rapping for you as we just patiently await people to get knocked out of this. Oh my gosh.
Nobody is going down. Bobby is all alone. Nobody going after him. I mean, this is very strange to me. If I'm Big Cheese or I'm Bugs, I would have been trying to play aggressive there. I'm really disappointed, especially with Bugs, seeing how well it worked for Barb last week.
You know, it's funny you say that and bring that up because I was thinking in my head for Bugs, when I think of Bugs, he's more of a finale guy. Like, Bugs is the guy that wants to square up with you in the finale. He's shown that he can get a lot of crowns. He seems less likely to put his hands on you and just try to beat you straight up, I think.
Oh, no.
You know what? This is another situation, though. This is the game that Bugs and Big Cheese want to see because this is one that, you know, anyone can lose. Bobby could just be out for, you know, no real reason to his, you know, his own bad luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a good game for Bugs, but he got a little bit lucky there, not seeing another final.
Hey, Bugs is going to make it through on the Trailblaze. Him and another person just running. He's going to take a big jump, a big succeed right there. And that's Shoujo right behind you, though. Not letting you walk away from her at all. She's going to fall off the side, but we are about 3/4 through, so we're going to have a pause for a moment here as nobody wants to be the one to fall. Bobby Wasabi right on the side. Be careful, my dude.
This is a mosh
Sojo's
pit
gone.
Right now.
It's about to become a free fall in just one moment.
They're getting close to the end. They are getting close to the end right here. Bobby Wasabi's right in the thick of it.
Right in the mix.
Big Cheese going to be able to get back.
Big Cheese is now in it. Shoujo might be gone.
Bugs just went down. He's got to help that nobody moves.
They made it.
And they
Bugs
do. I think
gone.
that's going to be it for Bugs, ladies and gentlemen.
Matter. I think
Shoujo also
Who
eliminated.
Else is in?
Bobby Wasabi and Big Cheese Kit are going to head to the finals.
Wow.
This is a situation. Huge. Wow. Bugs is going to be eliminated in round 1. You're defending FallMania champion. One of the most dominating Fall Guys performances I've ever seen, followed up sadly, with being eliminated round one. And here we go, a hexagon between Bobby Wasabi and Big Cheese Kid. I wonder if Bobby Wasabi knows that he doesn't have to win this. He just has to beat Big Cheese right here. I wonder if, I'm very, very curious how Bobby's going to play this. Is he going to target him, or is he just going to play his normal game?
If you're Bobby, you're going for the win. In his mind right now, the quick answer should be, gotta have this crown, gotta separate. Let's see how he plays right now alongside Big Cheese Kid. Bobby's gonna come out slow in first gear with just the jumping method. We do have 11 people on this hex, so it is gonna go quickly once again. Bobby's gonna hold on to gold. So is my guy, Big Cheese Kid, and they're hand in hand right now.
Yeah, they just met up right there. Bobby's gonna get the best of that situation, but luckily for Big Cheese, it's not gonna last long. As Bobby goes right back attacking Big Cheese Kid. Love to see it, and Big Cheese falls down all the way down to purple. He's going to be the first one down there, as Bobby Wasabi is the highest level of purple right now. He's going to drop down to the yellow. If he can get over to this next section, he's not able to.
Big Cheese now has to come, has to turn this one around right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Big Cheese might be able to establish some space right here, though.
That's like huge.
Oh, here, so Bobby Wasabi knows.
Essentially,
he knows
out of the tournament.
Yeah, he's not essentially. He is out of the tournament, sir. Yeah, he is. He is done. It is.
Yeah, he is definitely bounced.
He cannot pass it.
By Ninja.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Big Cheese Kid on yellow right before the final blue, and Bobby Wasabi's going to fall down. He's going straight to blue.
Yeah.
Big Cheese, can you carve out this whole area? Oh, Big Cheese.
Oh, no. This is going to be tough. And you saw there's an NPC up on purple. And that is going to be very tough. And Bobby Wasabi smartly going at Big Cheese. And I like Big Cheese's move. Get away from Bobby Wasabi
Get him away.
Right now. You know what I mean? Because he knows. Yeah, he knows that Bobby Wasabi is the one standing. You see Bobby just right there. Bobby's just like, I just want to cut out the real estate.
Yep.
What a move by Big Cheese Kid. Is he going to be able to get
on him, though.
anywhere, though? Is it going to be able to save himself? I don't know. I think that's going to allow Bobby Wasabi.
We're going to kudo count.
To move on. We're going to have to go to kudo count, but I believe that is going to allow him to move on. But, I mean, the two stories coming out of Group Royal Fumble has to be the ascension of Shoujo.
Like a rocket ship.
You know, just literally now. I mean, not just the favorite. I mean, she's one of the favorites to win this tournament right now. Out of these 8 players we have remaining, maybe the favorite. Played incredible. Definitely our best round 1 performance there. Made all 3 finals. Won a game. Finished in 2nd place. Or sorry, didn't make all 3 finals. 2 out of 3 finals. Just very dominating performance. But then you also have to talk about what happened to Bugs there. Eliminated 2 out of the 3 times. Was the first player out of the final he did make. Let's go ahead and check out these scores and see where everything shakes up. But I think we know how it's going to end up. You got Shoujo, 1985. Going to be your first place finisher, 1 crown. Bobby Wasabi, 1285, is going to be moving on. Big Cheese Kit, 1110, coming in 3rd. And then Bugs, 1005 points. That is going to end his night much earlier than both he thought and any one of us thought here.
Wow.
We are going to have another new champion for FallMania 3. No one able to defend that belt. Oh, God. I cannot believe this.
What a great finale to our round 1 matchup over here with Royal Fumble. Like you said, Shoujo is the talk of the town. We have a lot of her Twitch chat in here showing a lot of love and support with all of us viewing and watching from around the globe. The story will be 2 back-to-back champions in FallMania 1 and FallMania 2 cannot come back and get the 2nd piece as we jump in to some highlights throughout this round. We see a nice yeet over there for Bugs to get a little bit of spacing. Then there's Big Cheese Kid going right down the middle. He's going to get yeeted to the side, and he'll get a quick reset. But some great moments here to remember and think about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you saw all these players kind of struggling a little bit on Whirligig. You see a beautiful grab there by Big Cheese on Bugs, you know what I mean? And Bugs was getting not targeted, not picked on, but he just couldn't get it going tonight, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's the having the title over your shoulder, you know, the weight of that belt, but he just could not get it going. We didn't see the normal confident Bugs that we saw last time in FallMania 2. You see Tiptoe right there, Shoujo maybe giving away that final final round right there, and that was
That was
where
Bug's
Bugs
finale
ended.
right there. Yep.
I loved these plays by Bobby Wasabi. You know what I mean? He definitely tried to win. He wanted to get that crown, but he was fully aware of where Big Cheese was at every point in time. And he was not going to let Big Cheese just, have his own space.
Yeah, Big Cheese had a couple of special moments. You see that one right up top, right? He had some real estate on yellow. He falls down off that missed jump, and it was over from there. Just too many jelly beans down at that bottom level. But man, oh man, what a really fun one. Bobby Wasabi's going to make it out in front of the returning champion Bugs. Him and Shoujo have a great matchup over on your right-hand side of the brackets for the semifinals. You'll have Kate and Fant, who are our first ever double crown winners, who make it out of their round. And then we look over there. There's the man, the two-time, second-time Wavy. What was his name again? Who was that close?
Dude, I think he's self-described two-time.
Two-time
is what he's self-describing himself. Yeah, as right now you'd say Wavy is the favorite. If you got to do this, but then you got Shoujo.
Yep.
You got Kate and Fant, who are going to be riding a tremendous amounts of momentum.
Yep.
Super high. And not only that, you got to think that they have a little bit of a kindred spirit now. Maybe they've formed a team.
Yep.
Maybe they've formed a team, which no rules against that. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want. This is Fall Guys. Go crazy. It's good. This is going to be a wild semifinals stage. I'm super excited to see it. That being said, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break here, ladies and gentlemen, and then we will have your semifinals up in just a minute. Snowbike Mike, I'm GrandPooBear. We'll see you in just a few minutes for the semifinals of FallMania 3.